Alrighty, well, welcome everybody to episode fucking 10 of My Eating of the Monster Houses.
Fuck
We
yeah.
did it, boys. We're double digits. Last episode, we did a lot of cool shit, including meeting Paeula's parents, getting drunk off your ass, paying for a tavern keeper's rent for like a year, and then traveling halfway across the continent doing all sorts of random shit until you finally got to the town of Merkfield.
I got
and Serpent House.
charmed by a dryad.
Yeah, that was fun.
By the
I
way,
have
Vicky,
nothing now.
fuck you because you set a pattern. Because after that, the next session I was in, I got charmed by a thing.
Get
you-
fucked.
To
Well,
be
like,
fair,
the
you
very
weren't
next
charmed, you were controlled, and that's your fault for playing an undead.
It's still basically a charm effect. Don't act.
Yeah,
It's not a charm
I mean,
thing.
they did try to use charm on the other people. It just didn't
Yeah.
work.
And by the
Because
way,
apparently I'm a
to
god.
clarify to anyone watching, in another campaign, I'm playing an undead character, and we went against a Oathbreaker paladin that decided to use control undead on me. I failed to
Get
save.
fucked.
Oh, get fucked.
So what you get for playing a Scala boy?
People just don't want you to play the game, Hunter.
I will be right back. So my
Alright, you do your thing. Anyway, so while he's doing his thing, the last thing you guys did, you got to Merkfield and you entered a tavern called the Weeping Willow. And in the corner of the room, there were two people who were like, "Oh, I saw it with my own eyes. There's a beast out there, sea serpent fucking thing," and then basically spouting off some kind of fisherman's wives' tale in the corner. And that's where we ended.
Huh.
Was it afternoon or night?
It's definitely nighttime.
Alright, cool. Rest.
I actually don't remember us even getting to this city. I could have sworn when we left off we had just killed the dryads and we ended like right
We
there.
No.
definitely got here.
We got to Merkfield at the very end of the last session. So, Merkfield is a town on a lake, aptly named Lake Merkfield, or Loch Merkfield. And it is surrounded by a perpetual fog. No matter what time of day it is, there's always fog in Merkfield.
Also, I'd like to be clear, just in case you need to know, Paeula is on grayish shoulders.
Grisha, I
Cool.
think.
How much for a night at the inn?
Verbally.
It's even in my nickname, Duck. Why'd you screw it up again?
2
Sure.
silver.
It's on,
boy.
it's on the Discord as well.
2 silver for a night.
Cool. I'm paying for all my companions.
You do that.
And I hand a gold piece.
Grisha just claps you on the shoulder for that.
In
I'm
addition
going to
to,
approach the fellas that are talking about a sea serpent.
I think Grisha was already over there, so yeah, you can definitely do that.
No, I remember.
And just so you know, like this is
That was
this is a very clearly a fishing town, and also,
Because last session we ended up with me asking about the damn thing. Now I remember.
yeah, and then Merkfield it's half on land, and then the other half of the town is built on like stilts that extend a little ways into the lake.
Oh yeah, then you get the comparison to like Riften.
Not quite Riften. It was what was that fucking
Sort
town?
of Riften mixed with a little bit of something else.
What was the name of that thing? Barrel Bend from like fucking Mighty Nine. Because I'm currently at.
It was just called Lake Town.
No,
It's,
I think it was called Barrel Bend.
No, Lake Town from The Hobbit is what I kind of base it off of.
Shit.
Because it's funny.
It's called- its real
Because
name-
half the thing on
Its
stilts.
real name is called Esgaroth or Long Lake. One of those two. That's what kind of what I
To be
base
fair,
it.
it's not like
There's a lot of stuff
it's
that's
a
based off
revolutionary
Lord
concept to build a town basically over a lake.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's kind of ironic. Well, not ironic. Serendipitous. That the right word? Maybe I don't fucking know.
It's something, that's for sure.
Well, we should rest and then I guess we could just head down the river, can't we?
Yeah, you can.
Just head down the river to Idris once we're done here. Whatever shopping we need to
Hold
do.
on. Now hold on. Now, what was Grisha's voice?
I'm sorry,
Now
what?
hold on. This tale of a serpent seems interesting.
I mean, it's interesting, but it's also two fishermen in a tavern. I'm gonna check how much they had to drink. I'm just gonna kind of look over it.
They're obviously very drunk.
Mhm.
Or have been for some time.
You know, something tells me they didn't see a sea serpent.
I'm
Maybe
going.
a
Right.
killer
Well,
whale at
but they
best.
did.
I don't know how that got into a lake.
How much is it
Grisha,
for 2 tankers of ale?
Grisha or not identified. Grisha incited them last session, so Grisha knows that they are, for the most part, telling the truth, at least from what you rolled.
Yeah, I
They're
don't remember if that's because
exaggerating
they're
it.
old shit or because they're all good.
She knows that they're exaggerating it, but they don't seem to be lying, at least from what you rolled last time, is what I think I said.
Yeah.
How,
And I'm gonna lean a bit and whisper. Also, from what I can tell, well, we are being a bit exaggerated because, well, I don't think that's a good story. Everything else, they seem to be entirely honest on. Something.
Wave
They did see
finger
something.
towards drinks. Yes, honest.
how
Honesty
much
while
is it
drunk
for
doesn't count for much.
How much is 2 tankers of ale?
Depending on when
Listen,
you are, honestly, when you're sober, it doesn't count for much.
Like
So,
6
good point.
copper.
6
listen.
copper.
If you
Sweet.
want, we can paddle out there, I guess, and check it out. But I don't know what you want to do about this, unless you can breathe underwater and you're gonna heroically slay the beast underwater. I mean, not really much we can do.
I mean, I can hold my breath for a long time.
Oh,
Looks at the weirdest fuck holding breath rules where it's like a minute plus one for every for con mod.
I'm gonna hold your breath for like 15 minutes. It's fucking stupid.
Mhm.
I can't even hold my breath for like a minute and a half in real life, so that makes no sense for D&D character. I'll hold
It
for
makes
5.
sense because this is. It makes sense because this isn't real life. This is
Grisha
just
will
all
be
the
able to
things you
hold their
wish you
breath
could
for
do.
4 minutes. So
I know. Fucking physics works differently in D&D universe, I guess.
Alright, I'm going to take my 2 tankers of ale. I'm going to walk over to the table to 2 people talking about the sea serpent.
listen, y'all have fun with this. I'm gonna go to bed. Y'all rooms are paid for.
All right,
Because
then.
if we wake up in the morning and we decide that we want to check out this sea serpent, give air quotes, then I'll go with. But I just want to get the Idris, honestly.
I'm gonna if before it seems like they're too incoherent from alcohol, I'm gonna try and grill them for as much info as I can on the serpent.
And I give them the alcohol.
To make them less coherent.
All right, to avoid me doing a terrible accent in a fake drunk voice, I'm just gonna tell you some things that they will tell you. Where is
Oh,
it?
but I like your bad accents.
No, my accent's fucking garbage today. Uh, right. So they were out there. Their names are William and Randall Koshik. It's a father and son duo. They were out on the lake fishing at night like 2 days ago, because they thought they would get more fish if they fished when other people were not fishing. And
Yeah,
then,
I think I remember that.
and
That
then,
much.
like they were fishing and they got something, and then this big fucking thing came out of the water. It was really hard for them to see. It looked serpentine just by the silhouette, and they noticed that it had like yellow eyes, but that was the only distinctive, defining characteristics that they said, other than, those two things, and it was very big. That's all they know about it. And then it disappeared and was gone in a flash, and they don't know very much else about it. Needless to say, they were pretty fucking freaked out. And now they're telling their tale for everyone who will listen, which for the last 2 days is literally everyone else in the town who's been going to the tavern. And they're all kind of sick of them telling the same fucking story over and over again now.
My tribe wouldn't have any tales similar to this, would they?
No.
Have anything similar?
Nope. Well, sea monsters probably, but not lake monsters.
I wouldn't have
Uh,
heard of an animal like that before, wouldn't I?
No.
Oh.
what kind of sea monsters would there be any sea monsters that would kind of get close to this description?
I mean, there's always some general description of a serpent that lives underwater. That's the closest that you get to whatever this thing could be, just by description alone.
Fair enough. Didn't hurt to ask. Because if there's anyone that would probably know that those kinds of stories, it would be me. At least from my tribe's instance, at least.
There you go. Because that's what bards do.
Alright, guess I'm going to go to sleep.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. I'm going to write. I'm gonna. I like a little notebook because I think I got one in my equipment. From just my sorry, some of my equipment thing I got. Could be wrong there. So if you correct me.
If you have ink and an inkwell and parchment or a book, then yes, you can do that.
Well, fuck. Let me double check my character sheet. Because I may actually not have that. I may actually have that. I may actually have not. I don't know. I'm looking at this character sheet in a hot. Oh, by the way, sorry if I seem a bit more wacky and zany than usual. I am a little low on sleep.
Do the same. Just all the time.
I do not. Oh well, I can just write it down another day.
I love that 17-hour workday, boys. Alrighty then. So sleep takes you all. You will awaken tomorrow morning without an issue. You wake up. It's a little bit. It's a little bit later than you thought it would be. Than you usually wake up. Simply because the fog is so fucking thick that it takes a while for light to wake you up out of your sleep.
If I can, I'm going to see if there's like a store that sells a book or any kind of note taking thing because Grisha's dumbass realized, oh, I can't exactly bring stories back if I don't have any of them recorded.
You gotta do that fucking uh, whatever it was. The modern problems require modern solutions meme. Anyway, surprisingly enough, no. There's not a whole lot of writing supplies in a place that is constantly damp. Not much call for it.
Oh well, oral tradition it is.
I'll have a normal breakfast. Breakfast is paid for with room, right? Or
Yes.
do I have to-
Yeah, we're
Alright,
including
nice.
costs.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm assuming I probably would have gone to go check for writing supplies after
I'm
breakfast.
assuming the father and son aren't there right now, the fishermen.
No, they
Okay,
went home.
I'm gonna ask the barkeep actually then. Do those two come in with stories like that often?
Not really. Mostly within the last couple days.
Are they always so drunk when they're telling them?
Everybody's always so drunk when they're telling stories. Makes them more fun.
Fair enough. Has anyone else been saying something similar? Because my friends seem to be really interested, but honestly, I just want to get going.
Nope. This is the first anyone's really heard of it. I mean, you'd think someone would have spotted something, having fished on this lake for, multiple decades, as some of them have.
And where would it come from if, it's not like it fell from the sky or anything.
Suppose it could have swam upriver if it was small enough, but you never know.
That doesn't sound small enough.
I would also like to point out, like out of character, they did say that they went out fishing during a time when no one else was.
Does it just like disappear in the day, Hunter? Fuck off. I'm
I
talking
mean-
to the barkeep. I'm having a nice conversation. You go look for books.
I mean, some animals are legitimately like that. Don't know why you're.
For some reason, I heard stuffed animals, and I was really confused for about half a
Yeah,
second.
I just do.
Some animals are really like that. And as a ranger with favorite enemy beasts, you should know this.
Yeah, everybody. Fucking stuffed animals are just nocturnal. That's just what
I said.
They are though. Stuffed animals are nocturnal.
They only
Okay,
come
I
alive
may
at
have a bit
night
of a
when you
list,
sleep.
but
We're just
It's
fucking with you,
soft.
Hunter. We get it. We get it. My point being is that someone at some point, other than two fishermen, would have seen it if it was this big, and like it must have grown from something. So someone must have seen it at some point. It's not like one night one person journeys out onto the lake. I mean, like people are also awake during the night.
how many of them would actually
Some dumbass has fished on this lake at night before. That's my point. And I
That's-
know it's probably like, oh well, D&D thing, but also, Christ, one person in however long this thing's been alive, which must be at least a decent amount of time. Like, it does sound just like a wives' tale, Hunter.
Oh, it does. I'm not denying that even remotely.
That's
Uh,
the point. And I
Grisha still
Or it
wants
could
to
be Loch Ness Monster.
investigate.
Maybe that's just what I want you to think. Only one way to find out.
Alright, time to build a submarine.
You got it. 80,000 gold, please.
Got it. Well, guys, we're gonna have to rob a king real quick. We're a few, 10,000 gold short.
Yep. Wasn't there like a king in two cities behind this?
Yeah, more like 4, but yeah.
Well, we passed
Anyway.
it. Didn't we pass through like two cities to get here? So, I don't know.
That's for 3.
Fair enough.
Anyway, point being is that I chat with the barkeeper a little bit, eat my food.
The barkeeper
oh yeah,
is
and I guess I'll ask him,
currently
is there
choking
any-
on a bagel. Holy fuck.
No.
Don't die. That'd be unfortunate,
Ah,
especially during recording. Does he know anyone that would take us downriver?
I mean, probably pay someone.
Yeah, but
There's
does he know
usually-
anyone in particular?
Yeah, well, in particular, I mean, there's a host of merchants that use the rivers as travel between
So just
the shore
hitch a ride
and
with one of them.
yeah. So just I would like he's like, yeah, wait for one of the fucking traveling barges to come up river and make dock over here in Merkfield. And probably charter them for passage. I don't know.
Oh, one more thing. The orcs. How is the Is there any orc problems in Serpent House right now? I know Dragon House has quite a few.
No, thankfully there's a big ass buffer, Dragon House territory right between us and them. Though generally speaking, we haven't had any orc trouble. No,
Not even down south where there's less of a buffer?
well, as far as I
Any at
know,
all? Hmm. Strange.
don't get a whole lot of travelers from down south though. So who's to say?
Fair enough. Do you know if there's any plans on doing anything? I mean, they did attack Pax after all. That can't sit right with anyone, really.
Well, if you look at it from a business perspective, this is just an opportunity.
Uh,
I'll just put it that way and leave it there.
fair enough. Alright, well, I probably won't be seeing you, but have a good day. I'm gonna sling my bow over my shoulder and head out.
Alrighty. Anyone else?
Nope.
Alright. So what's
I'm
the
assu-
group consensus
you
on the
already
sea
said
monster thing?
my check for writing sentences is fruitless. So
Yeah, you don't find any. There's not going to be writing. There's not going to with the writing supplies maybe, but in terms of like paper and books, not so much. People tend to buy just like what they need, and it's also not a very, you know, prolific town. It's a small fishing village that's built on the edge of a lake. Like, they're not going to have a whole lot of need for expensive materials. You know, at most, some of the businesses might have a few pages of parchment that they'll use for the business and probably won't sell to you. All right.
What in the world
What?
is that?
I don't know.
Was that a plane?
It's the sea monster, guys.
What the fuck?
So
That was
yeah,
terrifying.
that was a Air Force plane flying really close. I thought I had my mic muted and someone mentioned it.
What
So
the
for reference, I live down the street from an Air Force base, like also like across the street from train tracks and down the street from a high school. So it's never quite.
That was terrifying.
Oh, good. Cheap rent. Is did Ducky die or are you still there? Ducky's dead.
Did
Okay,
we
cool.
did we just lose the Nutcracker?
We might have. She did mention just waking up, so let's just fucking go ahead. That's dice roller. Where the hell's the spam folder? There we go. There we go. You can hear it going off on the desk. Oh well, hopefully we'll get her back. If not, she'll disappear into AFK and we'll just have to run things. Alrighty. So, barring anything else, unless y'all want to grab some fucking fish, you guys can move on the road. On the road again.
I want to investigate the leg monster thing.
Oh, I thought you guys were done with that. Alright then. How are you going to investigate the lake monster thing?
How many of us can stand underwater? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm blind underwater.
Also, again, thick fog. One of the little things about Merkfield, it's never not foggy. So when you're outside, you can't see more than like 10 to 15 feet in any direction. And there's little lanterns set up. that are
Did
lit.
those siblings happen to say like what time of not siblings? Father and son happen to say what
They
time?
said they were
day?
fishing at night after everyone else had been done for the day. And it was a father-son.
Yeah, father son. Maybe we should wait till night. Well, when they did. Did you guys hear me? Did I cut out?
Oh, I heard you. Nobody responded for some reason. I was like, good talk. That's up to you guys.
Well, I'm in. Not sure how good we'll be at looking for a sea monster if we can't see underwater. And it's always foggy, apparently.
Would dark vision technically work underwater?
Yes, but the water itself may be cloudy.
Fair.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. If you want to spend another day in Merkfield, you can hang out.
I mean, it's not like we have any urgency to go to Serpent House.
No, just a pretty large. Oh,
Yeah, what the robot
I
said.
mean,
Yeah, what, yeah. What?
so then I'm Otto, and only like
there's
an entire
there's
horde of
money
people
to be
died.
had in Serpent House, that's for sure. I mean, I bet mercenaries are a thing that exists.
Yeah, someone needs to protect the caravans after all.
Yeah, but imagine the
And
kind of story we could tell if we brought in a fucking lake monster.
Imagine the stories we could tell if we spent days searching for a lake monster that didn't exist and let a war happen, not even a few 100 miles away.
I mean, for all we
Okay,
know, it could just be a snake. It could
I'm
just be another
asking for
giant snake.
all I'm asking for, Ryan, is one day. One.
And all I'm asking for is that we get a move on. Besides
If we don't find anything tonight, we leave in the morning. 'Cause we're only a day's by.
I said the same thing about a week not too long ago, and that actually ended up a lot worse than I was expecting. Point being is that I don't care, but if you really think there's a surfer monster out there, you can be my guest and look. I'm likely not there. Unless you can definitively tell me that you've seen it. And I need 2 people because I'm not going to believe just you.
You don't trust me?
I've known you for how long now?
A day,
No.
just about.
No, like nearly a month at this point, given how far we traveled.
Oh,
About
oh,
2
good
weeks.
lord.
About 2 weeks now. Yeah, time flies. Actually, I can tell you exactly how long. It's been 25 days.
Yeah, nearly a month.
I've known you for under a month. You obviously want to search for the thing. And I don't know if you're above lying to me to keep searching for the thing. So no, I'm not going to trust just you. It seems more than fair to me.
Grisha kind of looks like he just slapped her in the face, but doesn't say anything.
Besides, the one time I did fight alongside you, you did get charmed by dryads and attack me. So,
Hey, fuck you! And that's out of character, by the way. Fuck you, Matt! Still don't know how I managed to get my mind to that.
point being, you can.
All right.
Henrik, will you look with me? So, Mr. Killer over there. Yes, I did just call you Mr. Fun Killer.
We only got
Well,
Mr.
if we're
Killer.
gonna
I
get a move
brought
on.
my bow back without any arrow in it, and I just let it twing.
Twing.
It's the equivalent of pointing at someone with your fingers and going.
I mean, is he wrong though?
Only one way to find out. All right. So, yes, no, staying one more day. Definitive consensus reached.
We'll stay one more fucking day.
All right.
I'm gonna spend the day trying to see if I can find where the son and father are, and see if I can let me borrow their boat.
Okay. Well, being as they are fishermen and it is a fishing village, they're probably out on the lake. As is many of the people who live in the town. Granted, you can't see that far over the fog, but generally speaking, there's not a whole lot of people running around Merkfield.
would the innkeep know anyone who may have an extra boat?
Yeah, they're all out on the lake. People got to make.
Do you not realize what it means when I say extra?
I mean, extra. Why would anyone need more than one boat?
One gets damaged.
If they get damaged, we'll just hire the carpenter to fix it. There's one guy. His name's Pete. Keeps the city, you know, up on stilts.
I'm going. Can you point me in this Pete's direction, please?
Sure.
And before you say anything, Matt, I'm not gonna ask him to build me a fucking boat. I'm gonna check see if he has any he's already been working on.
So the bartender, walks over like around the counter to a specific spot on the ground, and then kicks the floor twice. Hey, Pete! Somebody wants to talk to you. And then the hatch in the floor pops up, and Pete looks up out of it. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
He looked like
He looks like fucking Pete. No, he looks like, the guy who's like, "That's a paddling." He looks like that guy from The Simpsons.
that guy.
He's got like pale as hell skin, bald on top with a big long white beard.
Nice to meet you, Pete.
He's got several
from what
nails. He's biting onto several nails, and he's got a hammer in one hand.
From what I've been told, you're a carpenter. You don't happen to have any ships you've been working on that are about done?
Uh,
Well, any boat, not necessarily ships, but boats.
I work on a ship every day. Not too strange for old Pete here to be repairing boats on a daily basis.
Because I need a boat to check something, and I'll the fisherman out.
Well, you can wait till they come back, or you could hope that there's a barge coming up river soon that'll maybe take you up out on the lake there.
Out of curiosity, about when do they get back?
Oh, somewhere around sundown.
Well, that should be fine by me. Cuts my time a bit lower. I'm gonna wait till sundown.
Cool. 12 hours later.
I'm gonna find the father. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find the father and son, and then I'm going to ask if I can use the boat to go to look for that thing.
Okay. Does Kenrick have any other plans?
What
Yeah,
the
Kenrick,
heck?
Get
Yeah,
away
Kenrick,
playing Minecraft.
You got 12 hours. You got 12 hours to yourself.
No, I said what the heck, because I'm Matt's little brother.
Oh, that cat. What
Yeah.
the fuck? I didn't even realize I was unmuted.
You idiot.
There we go.
I wanted to just stop questioning anything I hear about Matt Brothers. It's better for my health that way.
Jesus. Well, I suppose it'll be smart for me to not be walking around with a weapon made of gold. So I'm just gonna, well, oh, what's smarter? A weapon made of gold or a hand made of gold?
Yes.
Good
I just
answer.
realized you're like fucking Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, I know. Except
quite.
I'm not a douche.
He's not.
I'm
He's
not
not
even
quite an asshole.
Debatable.
Well, hey,
He may or may not have had sex with his sister. We don't know
Kenrick doesn't have any siblings.
that you know of.
Because that's what we were talking about, Kendrick.
What the fuck? Well, Jamie did fuck his sister. He had a kid, too, I think. I think Tommen was also his kid. Anyways, back off of Game of Thrones.
So
No.
Kenrick's got 12 hours to figure something out. What do you want to do?
Well, shit. Is there anything to do here? Is there anything fun?
I mean, not on a general working day, no. There's not like a whole
Huh.
lot of entertainment to be had in a
Yeah,
fishing
it's a
village.
fishing village.
Alright.
The only thing that we are here for is that fucking that fucking lake monster. We have no other reason to be here. Here's
Alright,
Matt
well, let's
screaming in the
see.
background.
All right, so
I mean,
fishing
I can always
village,
do
fishing
stuff while
village
y'all
on
are
a lake in like a weird swampy place.
fishing.
Let's find an apothecary or a potion shop.
An apothecary? Okay,
An apothecary.
sure.
There isn't one.
There's so many fish oils for sale. It's insane.
Fuck. Oh,
You'll have the big brain after this.
huh.
There's
Dude,
like a local doctor, um, but they're not like it's like one step up from the village shaman. You know,
fuck.
it's not like an official place. They get like mosquito bites and people who have been attacked
You
by
know,
quippers, and that's pretty much it.
I got their necklace from Costco.
Wow. So what you're saying is that this place is the home of Facebook mom groups.
Yeah, it's all like essential herbs and oils that don't actually do anything.
Jesus.
You're like, what else do
Alright.
they have? They literally are in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
They've got a
All
quote
right,
unquote
then.
hangover cure that's just fish oil and water. Specific type
Fish
of
oil.
fish.
Well, I mean, it'll probably make you vomit, so I guess it works.
You can only hope.
Ducky's phone is vibrating.
I know
I
it's
can
because
hear
I'm
it.
pinging the fuck out of her, trying to get her to wake up.
Jesus. We
Hey, did it
could
work?
just yell.
Did it work? Did it work?
Ducky?
Ducky, wake up, you small
Alright,
child.
hold on. Do we have rhythm? Do we have rhythm in the server?
We do, but
Oh, are you
Alright.
planning on?
Alright, so everyone deafen yourselves real quick.
no.
I know,
Fucking,
I know what he's planning because I've done the same thing.
we're not gonna do that. If you want to do
come
it,
on, I'll wake her up.
if you want to do it,
Oh.
go to AFK and do it.
Yeah, and I think that's probably not
Because I'm recording on this channel. You can fuck off with that.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll do it in like 5 seconds, but is there a potion shop?
I mean, you're in it. You're in the
Oh,
bush.
oh.
Again,
Yeah.
small town.
Oh, okay.
You've got the doctor that gives you like basil and tells you to smoke it and you'll be fine. You know, it's not like
What? Did you basil? Smoking basil?
exactly. It's like it's not the most. It's not
Hey,
the
at least
most.
he's not telling you to smoke a basil geese.
What the fuck is that?
It's basil goose. It's a monster from Monster
I
Hunter
don't know
World.
how to
Oh.
fucking pronounce that shit half the time.
That shit sucks. I hate it. Don't ever mention its name again, or I will throw you into the woods.
It's a thing that explodes a lot.
Huh. Okay then.
It drops little explosive turds, and that's all its main form of attack is. It's also very loud and annoying and obnoxious.
Okay, let's see if we can't find anything interesting in the general store.
And it'll always show up like when you're trying to hunt something simple, like a damn pookie bookie. Just like, nope.
Hey, lo and behold, the general store has a lot of fishing equipment.
I mean, yeah.
They got fish for sale too. They got like fish for sale, fishing equipment, nets, hooks, lines, sinkers, all that fucking stuff. As well as the normal traveling supplies that merchants can supply upon when they, you know, come up the barge, up the river.
I just had an idea. If said that what was I gonna say? Fuck. They fishing them, right? They wouldn't happen to have stuff for spear fishing, like a harpoon with a rope on it.
There's rope and there are spears, fishing spears.
Because if we fight a sea serpent, being able to drag the thing within range and drag the thing out of the water would probably be a good idea.
Oh, that means I'm gonna have to get a fucking crossbow.
Hey, he's back. Alright, yeet me and Ducky the AFK channel real quick.
Oh boy. Alright, I don't know if you have... you should be able to add the rhythm bot, so have fun. I'm gonna throw Ducky in AFK. Nope, Ducky is muted in AFK now, so that's fun. Let's just turn that off.
Yeah.
I mean, muted's
if
fine.
anything in the FK channel can't speak.
Well, we gotta know. We gotta know when she. We gotta know when she wakes up, though.
Do I have advantage because of favorite enemy?
I think
None of this.
Almirages are beasts, but I don't think you specifically have advantage to train the thing, just to remember and track it.
Well, I mean, his favorite terrain's swamp, so.
Yeah, but it's also, we're talking favorite enemy, and if it's beast, then great. But if you're only if you're like tracking the thing, or if you're recalling information about it, doesn't quite work the other way.
Alright, maybe I have to do it in 1v1.
Did it
Try it
go?
there.
I lost
Uh,
connection to the server. Nice. Okay.
No, you got it. You got an 11.
What?
Well, we avoided a fiasco like last time, so that's great.
Oh, my lord. Cool. I let Gavin run for like
I like
half
how
an
he
hour.
attempted to do it in one-on-one and then promptly realized that there's only 2 slots in one-on-one that you can have things in.
Rhythm should be able to just join one-on-one. Like it can force itself in.
We're back on track though. Does that 11 pull up anything for Ryan? Trying to do at the same
He's
lyric?
he's making sure that his rabbit doesn't fucking run away. That's all that was.
Oh, that was for a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can get some like harpoons and some rope. Little fishing spears and some rope.
Okay. For that I have to Google what the fuck a net costs. Or well, rope costs. I think it's like a gold for 50 feet of rope, something like that. A net is also a gold. And then
I don't think a net will do much good.
against against a potential giant snake? Nah. This is a big net.
spear is also a gold.
A gold
So like
piece.
So like one fishing spear, 1 gold, and then rope is also a gold, I believe. I can double check.
I'm gonna spend 8 gold and get four of both. 4 lengths of rope and 4 fishing spears.
You can definitely do that. Sure. Let's do this one. This ought to be fun. All right. Well, I'm gonna do something real quick. Y'all converse amongst yourselves. I'm gonna see if I can't get Ducky back alive. Fuck. All right. God damn it. All right. Let's see if it does. Fucking.
If like yeah, nothing can speak in AFK channels unless you make it a non-AFK channel.
Oops.
I think Rhythm is just dead.
Well, let's find out if it can join.
Mm,
Son of a bitch. It's just not working.
it says it's online.
It is online, but let me see. What was it? Exclamation point join?
1 second. It's the wrong fucking prefix. We're dumb.
Jesus
Okay, there we go.
Christ!
Why is it the question mark? Oh, because we're doing Avray on exclamation point. Got it. Why does it not have the
Dummy
fucking
heads.
I hate this so much.
I
Oh no, BMI. It's gonna give me a nope.
Alright, well, now I know what the fuck to do. Hopefully they don't have it. She doesn't have it fucking
God damn it, we
deafened.
should just play table.
Dale.
1 second, I'm gonna deafen myself.
It probably won't work, but we'll see. So, this is the part where really, really hope we can get Ducky back online. Cause y'all might be fighting some shiat today.
Yeah. This point.
All right, so it's not working. Let's see what we do. Let's see if we can fucking spam it. Nope, that's the wrong fucking thing. You wanted to. Alright, well, we tried, boys.
Yeah. Oh well.
Mission failed.
Nope, fuck,
Got
god
next
damn it.
month.
He
Shut up,
did
Will.
again.
Just,
Get that shit out of
just
here.
DC it.
Nah. It'll DC by itself. Whatever. Maybe if I do
Oh,
the
well.
voice, it'll be really annoying. And she'll, like,
This has
have
been
a
15 minutes
adverse
of
reaction
us
to it.
simply trying to wake up our monk.
Whatever. That's fine. People need sleep. Alright, so fucking you got your spears, you got your rope.
Yeah, just casually strolls into the fucking inn with 200 feet of rope and 4 fishing spears.
Alright. If you guys can't figure out a way to charter a boat before sundown, we can just skip there.
Well, I was gonna do
I'm-
some hunting and then at sundown, or like near sundown, probably do some fishing. That way I'm within response range.
I'm like the docks waiting at around the time when the sun starts to go down.
okay, so if you're
And
hunting,
if I
then do do survival check at advantage because you're beast things.
is Kendrick with me?
Swim.
Kendrick with me?
Sure.
Nope.
Whoa. Hey.
Why aren't you supposed to be the person that comes with
24.
me on this?
Kenrick is screwing around somewhere, trying to find something
Oh,
fun
yeah,
to
he's-
do.
Oh no, this is about
Excuse me.
this is around sundown when the ships get back.
Oh shit.
I'm doing
well,
a thing
maybe.
with Matt first, but hold on. So yes, you do find things. You can hunt them. Make an attack roll with your weapon. It's for Matt.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
What?
28 to hit.
Oh,
Jesus.
And it's not a nat 20.
That was weird. Okay. Well, sweet. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff there, buddy. So you got on like the edges of the lake, away from the fog and into the woods a little bit, and you do manage to find some swamp deer, kind of grazing off to the side. You managed to bag a couple smaller ones. You could drag them back with you.
Nice.
So let's see. For that, well, I'd say well 2. Let's say if you preserve the meat, like 4 days of rations. I'll just put it that way. Okay, so skipping ahead to Oh wait, well you wanted to go fishing too, right?
Yeah, and then I wanted to stay. I'm just gonna like wait by the lake fishing during like near sundown. That way, I'm within response range if they go fucking boating and finding some dumb shit.
All right, roll a d12 because d12s are fun.
8.
Nice. You get 8 fish.
Nice. I'll actually probably just sell everything I hunted and fished up today, if at all possible.
You can certainly do that. You can sell each one individual thing for the price of individual fish for the price of 1 ration. You can sell the deer for price of 2 rations each.
And I believe Russia's at 5 silver, so 8. 8 16,
10 times 5, 50
so-
silver. 50 silver.
That doesn't sound right. If it's 5 silver for each fish, that's 40, and then the 2 deer, 2 each. That's 10, 20. Yeah, it should be 60, right?
Yeah. I was miscounting the other deer. So 60 silver.
I'll just get that converted to gold real quick.
No, you get 60 silver.
Damn. All right, I see how it
You
is.
fuck.
Fine.
Dude, this
We
place
don't
is
do
poor. What'd you
conversions.
expect? It's a fucking lake town.
Nah, they got the pay me in cock pieces.
I mean, you know, they pay the fishermen in silver. Just because it's the most
The
abundant
same
currency.
silver, the same silver as fish scale.
Thanks to all the prolificness of silver, silver currency is the most popular currency.
And then yeah, I'll let them do their thing.
Cool. So y'all are going out on
Follow my
lake.
entourage.
Yep.
If you wait at the tavern, eventually the Koshik family will show up again.
Hey, you're the ones that told us about the sea serpent, right? Oh, serpent, right? How much would you charge us so let's use your boat to go after it?
Well, let's see. You look pretty capable. 5 gold. Or do it.
I pay the man.
Pay him immediately. Make a persuasion check.
Why a persuasion check?
Because he wasn't expecting you to actually pay that.
Hmm.
He was trying to jack up the price so that he wouldn't have to go out on the lake again. So roll a persuasion check.
Sick.
It's like, on second thought, let's make it 10 gold.
I give him another 5.
He's sitting there with
Hmm.
10 gold in his hand, like, fuck, now I gotta. He's kind of gives like a sigh, like, alright, follow me.
I got gold. I got gold to burn, and I want to see where this crazy train leads.
Good
If it leads,
lord, we're Hunter. If Kenrick dies here, I'm going to nuke Texas.
Alright, now,
good luck. There's a lot of it.
oh, by the time you guys get out on the lake, it's gonna be like 7 o'clock at night. So, with that being said, how many hours are you going to be out on the lake searching for this fucking thing?
Well,
Until
How long-
morning. Or at least
Uh,
until Kendrick tells us to go back. Or at least until Kendrick forces me to go back.
how long do you need to sleep, Grisha?
Yeah, I can sleep on the. I could deal with some exhaustion for a little bit.
All right.
I can go one night without sleeping over. Maybe that.
Okay. So that's fucking 8 hours for Grisha. All right, let's do this.
Dang, Kendrick only needs to take a good nap.
Nope. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, for 8 hours, you sit and you watch the lake slowly rowing yourself around the perimeter, inside the middle, back and forth between the town and the opposite edge. And you don't find anything.
Son of a bitch!
Take 1 level of
Well,
exhaustion, my friend. Kenrick,
all
you'll sleep on the
right.
boat for his hours.
Well, wait, Kendrick's strength is 10, so is it feasible to say that Grisha was doing all the rowing?
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing it wrong, but the exhaustion is coming from the factor of being out here all night.
Sweet, so Kendrick could have taken a 4-hour nap and then avoided exhaustion. Get cucked.
I mean, are you sure you want to do? In case, are you sure you would have wanted to take a nap, given how we don't know if there's a sea serpent in here that could just eat you in one bite?
Yes. Kendrick has fallen asleep in 50-foot trees and had the danger of snapping his neck. He's not afraid of a giant snake.
Grand, you're a fucking elf. If you fall out of a tree, that's your own damn fault.
Let's see.
I know, he's not afraid of a snake.
I think. Well, can't I give you, like. Let's see.
Fucking tag.
2. I can give you 3 more hours, I think, because you started at 7. Let's do 3 more
Sure,
hours.
why not?
It's 1, 2, 3. Okay. At 5:30 in the morning, you're watching as
I'm
the
making sure Kendrick's awake, by the way, at least for these last few hours, because I'm desperate to find it at this point.
you're watching as the and by this point you will have your level of exhaustion because you're forgoing your entire rest for this.
That is fine.
You're watching off the side of the boat, just as the creeping light of dawn is coming up over the horizon. There is a group of a school of fish you can barely see beneath the surface of the water. And you're keeping an eye on it, and you're so exhausted. You're like, oh, fuck. I just want to go to bed. I've only got like half an hour left before I have to go back to town. And then out of the bottom of the water, this big serpentine neck comes out and eats like 15 of the quippers and then ducks
Uh,
back below the waves.
did Kendrick see this? Because Kendrick wasn't exhausted.
Kenrick is awake.
Kendrick, you were awake. I woke you up.
No!
Kenrick is awake.
I specifically said I had you awake for exhaustion hours.
I mean, I totally could, but okay.
I don't get the bullshit. Because
I'm an American, of course I do.
no, that just means you're full of shit. Doesn't mean that you can bullshit somebody.
I mean, just because you're right doesn't mean you have to tell the whole world.
Okay. So does Kendrick see?
All right. So I slept, so I'm not hallucinating the giant snake that just came out of the water.
Yeah, it's a big head, and then it ducks back under, and as it ducks back under, you can see that there's a big body attached to the snake as well. So it's not an actual serpent. It's more like that's just its neck.
Oh.
Plesiosaur! Plesiosaur!
Yeah, I
That
definitely threw a
that
plesiosaur.
that's a. Has Kendrick ever heard of a plesiosaur?
No.
God dang. Huh.
Fucking, we'll just do fucking this guy for William Koshik.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
he's
Let's
asleep, by
leave
the way.
now.
William is
Wait,
asleep
wait,
Let's
while all this
leave.
is happening.
wait, who's this guy? Who the fuck is this guy?
That's the fisherman that you took out on his
Oh,
boat.
he was with us?
Yeah, he's not gonna let you have his boat. He's gonna sit there with you. He's
Does
sleeping,
he?
but he's on the boat.
Oh, he's asleep? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna wake him up.
Okay. You wake him up.
Hey. How well can you see underwater?
Like 0?
Well, do you see
may
that
want
thing
to take the
down
oars.
there?
You may want to take yours because we
So-
found it.
As you're saying this, Grisha, make a perception check.
Oh no, I have disadvantage on this. Oh no.
Yeah. You just rolled that one.
It hasn't.
No, I rolled 217.
You rolled
Oh,
217s.
God.
That's exactly what you need to follow where this thing is going. That's exactly
Oh.
where I set the DC. So it eats the quippers and then swims underneath your boat. It's heading south.
It's heading south.
Yep.
Don't know what that means.
Also, follow the thing now.
Alright, I start to follow it.
I summon Gold Brand Longbow for him.
So let's see. So it appeared.
They use like dancing lights to, or like, what can I do? Like the dancing lights presentation trying to signal to Orion we found the thing.
It's a very thick fog. It will not work.
I am also very
also
much
asleep.
so. I might be waking up to eat
He is
breakfast.
asleep in the tavern for another half hour. So there's where everything was. Grisha watches the plesiosaur go fucking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, I believe is its movement speed. I could be wrong. Yeah, 40. So it gets to about there. You got one more action. It's got one more move.
I'm going to have to take a nap. I'm so going to rub this Orion.
You just gonna let it swim away?
Well, I'm going to try and follow it and see where like its lair is.
Okay, it swims faster than the boat goes. So
well-
you can follow it with your eyes for about
I'll follow through as far as I can.
about like
and
that
I'll
far.
head back.
You can only see it up to about there before it'll disappear. So
Alright.
do.
After it's out of sight. Well, found it.
So there is a sea monster.
See, I fucking told you. Everybody thought I was crazy, but they're wrong. I'm not crazy.
I mean, you're still crazy. You're just correct.
Kind of like,
You're the good kind of crazy. The fun kind.
He's got like one big eye and a finger pointed at you and goes, "Well, shite." Puts it down.
Well, I'm just gonna tell him, you're crazy. The good kind. The fun kind.
But I guess that means Orion is wrong.
See, now I've got witnesses to corroborate my story. Won't think old
But-
William Koshek's all crazy now at the tavern, will they?
Don't think we should kill it though. I mean, I don't think it's been harming anyone. It just seems to be living like an animal.
Fair enough. Spirits wouldn't necessarily be too happy if we just randomly killed nature. It's a problem. Maybe able to figure something out. Besides, now that we know it's here, doesn't mean we can't come back.
I mean, we know it exists now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start rowing back with, and you like, Kendrick, you see it, like, um, I'm assuming you haven't ever seen the show One Piece.
Nope.
Ah, fuck. Well, that makes this little image a lot harder to describe. Like,
Fuck One Piece.
she basically has like practically has stars in her eyes. She is like, like she may
Oh,
be exhausted, but this is like the coolest shit she has seen.
I may not have seen One Piece, but I have seen anime. I know what you're talking about.
She is like she is like a child right now.
One Piece has some of the ugliest animation in the entirety of the anime community.
Okay,
I fucking hate it.
to be fair, that's the earlier stuff. It did get better.
It really didn't. It got marginally better quality, but it's marginally better quality in terms of the shit that it is. So it's the difference between a turd and a polished turd.
Agree to disagree. We're not here to talk about it.
Nope. Anyway,
You're
so
right.
y'all,
We're here to debate whether or not we extinctify an entire species of monster.
you guys fucking go back to the Inn Tavern and rub it in Orion's face for a little while that a serpent actually exists, even though he probably doesn't believe you because he didn't see it himself.
So, it actually wasn't a serpent. It just had a long neck like one.
And I'm gonna do my best to describe it, despite the fact I'm exhausted.
Cool. You describe the thing. It's smaller than what was in
Wait. Let me check
William's
something.
stuff.
Ah, I was hoping I could just like slap myself with lesser restoration. Like, yeah, no, I'm fine.
No.
Nope,
Fuck
great
you, exhaustion.
restoration.
Greater restoration removes exhaustion.
Yeah.
If only I had
Yeah.
greater restoration, because fuck, that sentence was hard for some reason.
No.
All right.
I was right. There was something, you ass.
You look absolutely.
Oh no, I'm dog tired. I'm gonna go sleep. But Kendrick was there, saw it as well. He's
Y'all
not-
You
are
know,
both looking exhausted.
hey,
Well,
I slept.
actually, Kendrick doesn't.
Kendrick is well
I
rested.
Kenrick looks less tired, but Kenrick's also been on a boat for how long now?
Fucking
Kendrick's
like 9 hours.
no more.
Yeah, but you also gotta factor in. I've
been-
been the one that's been rowing.
You've been on a boat for 11 hours.
Oh, good lord, my
Granted-
butt hurt.
Granted, 4 of those hours you were just like, oh.
That's still 7 hours awake on a boat, on a lake, staring into water.
Staring into fog mostly.
Yeah, staring into fog and water.
It was a
Congrats.
It was
you
a-
literally were I'm surprised y'all aren't mad.
it was
On-
just for mechanical purposes and because it doesn't matter anymore. It's a 5% chance to find it at night. I rolled a 98 on the D100 on the very
Jeez.
last roll. So y'all were lucky.
You can deny it all you want, Orion, but we found it.
Cool. Y'all found it. Where did it go?
It went to the. It had.
Move
Huh?
south.
Where we went on the. Yeah, I was trying to say like it had stuff when we were on the lake, but I was trying to remember. I didn't know exactly where we were on the lake.
The Merkfield is on the southeastern edge. Sorry, southwestern edge of the lake. This thing headed more southeast, really, than south.
Any particular reason y'all didn't bring it back?
Because it was faster than us. And besides, it's just an animal. No reason for us to kill it. It's not killing other people. It's not hurting anyone.
Thanks about
Yeah,
the deer I killed yesterday and the fish that I pulled up the lake. Thanks about the entire town that fishes for a living killing fish.
I mean, you can eat fish for
yes.
food. You can eat fish
I'm
for
sure
food.
you can eat. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sure you can eat whatever that sea serpent is for food as well, if you really
Wasn't a
want.
serpent.
So close
What's
to
the
mitigating
surfing?
it.
It just had a long neck. A very long neck. And a big mouth.
Spirits wouldn't
How do-
necessarily have been happy if we took more than what we needed.
I mean, also, how do we know it's not hurting people? I mean, we've only had one person who's lived to tell the tale to see it. We don't know if others have seen it before and simply been eaten.
To be fair, when it saw us, it didn't exactly approach us. It grabbed some fish and swam away.
Mhm. That doesn't exactly prove anything. Just like you telling
No,
me
can
this
I just say that
doesn't
was
prove
fucking
anything.
awesome how I rolled. Like, what's the percentage chance, man, of rolling two of the exact same number on a d20?
5%, because the first number is independent of the second number, so it's 5%.
It's a 1 in 20 chance each time.
Yes, I had a 5% chance of rolling two 17s, and that's exactly what I fucking rolled.
That's exactly what you needed to.
Yeah, that too. It was exactly what I needed and exactly what I rolled twice.
Just because it's fog and you're also exhausted, so you would have had to roll a disadvantage anyway.
I did roll disadvantage.
I know.
That's why.
Remarkable. It was a really lucky night for you. 5% chance to find the thing, 5% chance to get the perception check you needed.
Which
Mhm.
is an amount that I don't want to calculate.
That's
I
a little bit more than
think
5%.
the lesson here is if the odds of something to happen are 5%, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Imagine what would
To
happen if
be
you took
fair,
Paeula
That's
with
why
you.
I always roll nat ones, huh?
what did you say, BJ?
Imagine what would happen if you took Paeula with you and had some of that halfling luck rub off on you.
Oh God.
I would say this though. We did kind of stack the odds because we had it roll. We rolled it like what? How many times?
11. Once for every hour you were out there.
We rolled it 11 different times.
Still 5%
There
chance.
was, yeah, still 5% chance, but it does at least stack the odds a bit.
Alright. Anyway, y'all are fucking. Grisha's exhausted. Everyone else is more or less well rested. You know the thing exists. You know the direction it headed about an hour ago when you saw it last. So, the day is yours.
Should I get my should I buy a crossbow and get ready to hunt this damn thing?
I mean, we don't need to haunt it. Might as well just let it live.
I'm still pretty sure y'all went delusional from looking into that fog for so long, but that's
I
beside the
mean,
point.
I'm going to ask, like before I go up to get some rest. I'm going to ask if he's still up. Oh yeah, he would be up by now for breakfast. Yeah. If there's ever been like any disappearances in the lake, like anyone just going out to fishing and just not coming back.
Well, who are you asking? Okay, hold on. You roboted like so crazy. One more time.
Huh?
Who are you asking for this information?
Asking the barkeep if there's like if been like because if you want rumors, you go to the bartender.
I mean, sure. Um, yeah, he would tell you, hey, look, I mean, I don't really keep track on people coming and going. You get a lot of traffic through here, being a merchant kingdom and all. I don't remember every face that I see, and I don't even remember them on the
Well, I
way
mean like
back
any local
sometimes.
any fisherman.
Any locals? No.
This
So
sounds
if
like the speech the barkeep gives you when you need to bribe him. Oh yeah, a lot of faces pass through here.
I take out a gold to hold it between my fingertips.
No, I'm joking. He's not
Is this
trying to
shotgun
bribe
memory?
you for
I only
information.
ever, I only ever lost one regular, and that was just 'cause he died like 6 months ago.
How'd he die?
He was old as fuck.
I just fling the gold on the counter.
It was actually kind of sad because he was out on the lake when it happened, and his boat was just kind of circling around for a few days before anyone noticed that he was dead. Anyway,
He died of old age. He died of
Dang.
old. And you certainly died of old age. Nothing odd about it.
Nope, found him collapsed over in his boat, just circling the lake.
Was that a reference to that one movie where like it's a dad who gets arrested and he gets out of prison like just for one last fishing trip with his son and dies like in the middle of the fishing trip?
Sure, let's pretend I'm more clever than I am.
What movie are you talking about?
I have
Excuse
no
me?
clue. It's been fucking forever, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
that's a question I want to know the answer to myself.
That movie sounds wild as heck.
I don't even remember why he went to prison, but like, yeah, it's a movie.
That's a movie I want to
He was
watch.
illegally hunting plesiosaurs. Alright. Well, day's yours.
Does the bartender react when I describe the thing?
I mean, he's been listening this whole time. He's like, well, shit. Guess I
Well-
should have believed old Koshik there. But
Yeah.
it didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
For the record, old William Koshik is like ranting and raving in the corner to a bunch of people who look very confused and like they just want to eat their eggs before they go out fishing for the day.
But you all doubted me, but I was right.
I knew it to be true, and you called me crazy, but I was right. I've got witnesses. That kind of shit. He's got
Alright,
the
Matt.
crazy eye and the
That
finger going.
big Goliath lady and elf.
Matt, what does that voice remind you of?
Granted, given the culture of this continent, the elf would probably give a lot of credence.
I mean, you know,
Just by the nature of him being an elf.
I don't know about that. They don't see a whole lot of his kind around here. They don't know what to expect from him.
We don't really get your kind around here, these parts.
Jesus Christ, I swear if someone said of the Kendrick, their head would be rolling faster than a bowling ball.
What are you doing
Listen,
next?
I'm traumatized from setting up 5 shifts of bowling pins, so you need to stop that.
Hey Matt, what did VG's accent just now remind you of? Because I got flashbacks to assholes of the financing.
No.
What are you talking
Old magic. It was the old magic. Get wrecked.
I don't know what that means. I'm missing out on
You
references.
you had to be
Don't
there,
worry
man.
about it. Don't worry about it,
It-
audience. Yeah, you had to have been there.
Yeah, I did
It was
work in
me,
finance.
Matt, and a lot of NPC voices.
Oh boy. Everybody sounds like either a southerner or a Scottish man.
Southerner, Scottish man, and
I
and
played all
different
the
variants of
hits.
each. It was great, and it was just perfect in every way.
Alrighty.
It
But
was a
anyway.
thing. So yeah, let's get
It
back
was-
up to that. Grisha's gonna go fucking sleep.
Cool. So here's a question. What the fuck are you doing with your cart and horses?
I
Are you
paid
taking-
for their
Are you taking the
fee.
road? Cause
Roads get rough around here. I mean, are the barges big enough to carry our cart? We're gonna have to pay for our cart. to transport,
not
aren't we?
everything. They're usually
Shit.
loaded with goods. If you want a horse and wagon to be transported that far, it's gonna cost you a fucking fortune. And also, they
how
have to,
much is a fortune?
as much as it would take to buy off all of their goods,
I mean, couldn't
so that you
we
can put
just
them somewhere and then get on the barge
God.
and then pay for transport.
So I'm guessing more than 600 gold.
Yeah,
God dang
wait?
it.
Couldn't we
Okay.
just can we just take the cart and go?
you could
Go
just
around.
you could just drive the way you've been going.
The issue is swamp, and swamp's hard and bad for carts.
Being from Serpent House, you know there are ways through the swamp that carriages
Yeah.
can pass through. Otherwise, it would make no sense, and Idras would have only ship trade. There are roads through the swamp. If you look closely on the map, there's a red dotted line that goes to places. Those are main roads that you can take to certain locations. There's one that runs right by
I
Murphy.
just really want to take a fucking boat. Is the issue? I mean, what do we have left on the cart?
Uh,
All of our food.
Yeah, about
I
12
mean,
days
how
full of
much
food, I
food do
think.
we have? Yeah, 12 days worth of food.
Uh,
I mean,
I-
we can just resell that, right? Or carry the rest of that on foot. Does anyone need a food restock?
I have 1 day's worth of rations on me.
I mean, I have with my background feature, I can just provide food for us regardless of where we go.
I mean, I've been cooking stuff like all that is like actual supplies, like raw food, like eggs and stuff. Probably not eggs.
Well, I was
I don't
saying
know
I
how
could
far
get
we
like
travel. I'm
I-
aware, Hunter, but it's super fucking easy to just buy food. And
fair.
also, I don't want to eat deer meat 7 days a fucking week.
I mean, we are in a place where we could get fish, lots and lots of fish.
Ah, yeah, 7 days of fish a week. Yeah, boy. Really fucking killing it out here.
Ooh, buddy. I mean,
I
it
mean, there's a
is.
lot of ways you can cook fish.
It's not freshwater fish either. It's like ocean fish, because this is a saltwater swamp. So like you get
You know that
fish for
that
like
makes the fleecy sort of make a lot more sense now.
Well, it's up to you guys. You're not gonna be able to fit the horses and wagon onto a barge. So
Could we
leave 'em
easily
behind
sell
or
it
drive?
here? Or
We could sell the wagon.
which is unfortunate. I actually I kind of want to keep the wagon, sell the
So-
horses.
poor fishing
That's just
town.
Or we again could just go around.
But
Yeah,
I
that.
don't want to have. Okay, honestly, are we gonna keep this cart for long?
I mean, it would be
Well, let's
useful
be
to
honest
do
with ourselves.
so.
It's up to you.
I mean, if we're gonna become traveling mercenaries, killing people for money, then taking their loot, we're gonna need a place to put all the loot.
Like I see no reason to not have a cart. Like because with a cart we have
Because
more.
horses are hard to maintain, and if we die, we're stranded with a shit ton of supplies, and it's really easy to target down horses. Have decent health, but you know. So if
I wouldn't
bandits rob us, they kill
go
a
that-
horse,
that
and then
they'll
we
take care
go,
of.
well, fuck, and then we scream in pain and agony. That's a decent reason. There's also the reason of it's a cart, and so we'd be limited to the roads for anything that we wanted to do. At least decent, like at least close to the roads.
Well, it's up to you guys. So there's the next
Uh,
stop
I vote.
on your thing is Rivergate. Matt,
Let's just do it with a vote. I say we keep the cart.
Matt knows what Rivergate is. Rivergate is at the mouth of where the river splits off into several different branches, and it is a city that is that like kind of regulates and does passage for barges and puts them on the correct path. And it does so via canal system. So at that point, there are larger barges that you can hire out if you wanted to. Could also just take the main road. It's up to you. If you do take the river all the way there, you'd be ending up taking about another extra day to get to Idris. Because you'd end up on the shore.
So if we get to Rivergate, like it won't cost us that much to like buy a barge that we can put the horses on.
A lot
Could
of
we
people have
like
to leave their
store
ship.
the cart here? Like obviously, like probably pay for it staying here, but then sell the horses, and then like whenever we need to leave Serpent House, we just pick up the cart and maybe buy new horses,
I mean,
or even just like keep the horses.
if you wanted to pay to leave your horses here and have them taken care of, I'd say, well, first of all, it's a poor fishing village, so somebody's gonna have to source horse feed from somewhere.
Fuck.
Right.
Dude, why does
And that makes it more expensive.
Murfield's the worst fucking
Murfield,
first
it
city.
just does fishing. It's super poor fishing village.
I still
The
maintain
worst
my
fucking-
vote of keeping the cart.
And like don't fucking like. I honestly, I got cool cart. I kind of like it, but also it's gonna keep creating issues. And I mean, like, yeah, cool, we can.
Thing is, though, the only issue it's creating is an issue that you created, an issue
Okay.
of the cart.
Listen, these are wooden roads that we're probably gonna be traveling across because it's a swamp. We're gonna have a lot of issues if one of the horses die. We're gonna have to constantly maintain the horses. Like, it will actually constantly be an issue.
Not if we get paid well.
Which we are. I mean, like, the
And we're
money's at least my
already
concern.
swimming in money.
Yeah, it's more like the issue of every time we stop in a village, can be like, all right, well, I'm gonna pay this amount of gold. Like, I don't want to have to fucking deal with this every time. And there will come a point where it's like, oh, well, we can't take the cart there, so we're just gonna have to leave it here. Like, we limit ourselves sometimes with the cart. And this is a good opportunity to just get fucking rid of it. I mean, I'm down to keep it for, like...
Still think you're making a mountain out of molehill here.
And I mean, let's see, if you take the cart and the horses, it's only gonna take you like 6 more days to get the address. I know it says 12
Jeez,
on the
6
map.
days?
Yeah, I know it says 12 on the map, but that's from normal walking stuff. It's calculated based on the normal 24 miles that a character can go in a day.
Yo, six
So-
more days on the road is nothing.
With horses, that time gets cut in half, so 6 days.
And there's no penalty for swamp.
No, because you're a ranger.
Ah, yeah.
Booyah.
Did you forget about... Oh,
Well, I didn't think it would apply to a fucking cart.
it applies to the whole fucking group.
Like, well, yes, the group. Is the group the cart? Here, I'll
Yes.
pop it in here.
If we're driving the cart, yes.
Doesn't slow your group's travel, your group can't become lost. Yeah, it says group, and that doesn't specify where the cart counts, which VG in this case is counting. That being said,
Wherever the
You know
fuck
what?
you're traveling, none of that shit's gonna happen to you. Doesn't matter. You guys are driving the cart. You are the group. Wherever you go, you are not gonna have bad shit happen to you along those veins.
Keeping
I mean, to be fair, this is also only because my natural explorer swamp. If we go somewhere that I don't have, like a mountain or something like that, carts get...
I mean, if you were a revised ranger, this would just be a thing.
Fuck
you could do.
Revised Ranger. Revised Ranger is the worst.
Revised
turd
Ranger is
ever.
the
Bless
best.
its fucking
It's the
plan.
best version of Ranger
No.
that exists.
Mystic.
Mystic is not Ranger. Fuck off. Mystic is not official content.
Is Revised Ranger
Exactly. and I hope it never.
official? I don't even think Revised Ranger is official. I think it's still in UA, isn't it?
No, it is still UA. But it's so much better than normal Ranger that everyone just, you know, it's like the one UA that's not completely broken. Anyway, okay, final decision on cart right now.
Fucking, I don't care. You know,
Keep
y'all are
the
probably gonna have money anyway.
cart. I mean, 6 days on the road is nothing.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, but I just don't want to fucking keep this card.
Like, we are going to do stuff involving. Like, where are we even going to somewhere else again?
We're going to the capital because I want to make sure that, like, there's nothing that we can do about the war. We need to check up on more stuff, and also the capital's just gonna be good for money because missions for money.
I mean,
Okay.
we can maybe
So
join
what
up
was
with
the
the mercenary
sense of
band.
urgency you were trying to have us do?
Because we're gonna be traveling around the swamp a lot, and without Natural Explorer Swamp, which I didn't realize counted towards the cart, I thought, oh well, if this cart's gonna be fucking terrible to lug around in the swamp.
Very good. You of all people know how to maneuver a cart through a swamp. Of everyone in
I'm
your
sure
group,
this
you are
has
the
a
one who knows how to
long
do it.
related story from my time back with the Rangers. Like, oh yeah,
I mean, that's
we
just
took a bandit
that's,
cart and had to get fucking,
That's
like,
Ranger training 101. The Rangers contract themselves out as hired security for the most part because there's hardly any need for a real military presence until
What kind
recently.
of fucking merchant
So
wants to take cart to a swamp?
people hire them for security, and they know how to work shit because they go on caravan runs all the time.
Alright. From my experience, somehow navigating carts through swamps, I guess I can do it. I just don't want to.
Yeah, and again, there are main roads that exist.
Yeah.
They're not
Alright.
the best
Whatever.
roads, but they are.
I mean,
they
I'm
are roads.
outvoted. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Even though I think I bought the cart, but I'm not gonna pull that card.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. No. Screw you.
I bought this card. I can fucking take it away.
Excuse me, but that's not how this works. This is mine now, and I have to go do the biology. I'll be right back.
All right, you do that. All
Go
right.
do the biology. That's a new one.
So I've got some fucking stuff that I can do. How many did I roll? 1, 2, 3, 5. 5. Let's take one off.
Pokey with pointy spear. Do I actually want anything before we leave? I have. Oh yeah, the deer skins. Does that count in my selling? Or
Yes.
because okay. Oh yeah, then the water skin,
Okay.
Yeti cloak. Oh yeah, and then I have the Elvish cookbook and the cookbook. Okay. Okay, this is a terrible idea. This is a fucking awful idea, but I'm gonna try to cook something from the Elvish cookbook.
Okay.
Well, wait, didn't you say like, doesn't he have like a permanent like 16 in cooking from that last session?
Yeah, but not for these.
Not for Elvish cooking,
Not
my
for Elvish
boy.
cooking. So, Elvish cooking, generally speaking, requires some form of weird fucking plant life. Some weird, odd fucking plant life.
Substitute with swamp mushrooms.
And or magic. So, with that in mind, give me a list of some of the ingredients that you have, and I'll see if there's anything that pops up.
Oh fuck, we bought fucking mundane ingredients for like cakes and shit. So we have like probably some pig meat, like
Probably some deer.
what kind of vegetables and fruits do we have actually? I just thought about that. We probably have a
Yeah, we
decent.
could probably. I mean, there was probably some fruit trees that passing away here.
Something that could grow in the cold, most likely.
Probably made fruit salad on the way here, obviously.
Fruits.
God damn it.
I'm
yeah.
actually checking what fruits grow in cold weather.
Uh,
I know there are some. I'm just gonna do a quick Google.
it's not a whole lot.
I mean, also Eagle House is in the north too. So,
there's a thing.
I believe.
Man, those fucking things, that would be fun. Yo, quit the tapping, bro.
Well, there's apples, grapes, peaches, blueberries, strawberries, cherries, plums, and pears.
Cherries, you say? Yeah, too bad.
Dude, we actually could have made fruit salad.
I was like, hey, cherries, and then I looked at the thing and I was like, quite rare. Okay, well, never mind. I'll say this: if you get Kinrig's help, you can bake bread. You can bake a specific kind of bread called Everloaf, which is a slightly enchanted loaf of bread.
God
Magic bread.
Basically, it's regenerating bread.
Wait, like the bread regenerates, or it helps us regenerate?
The bread regenerates, so it always remains fresh. If at least half of the loaf of bread is intact and the other half is eaten or consumed or whatever, it regenerates the missing half in an hour. And if you pour liquid through it, it will turn black if the liquid is poisoned.
Like the loaf or the liquid?
The loaf will turn black.
Okay.
So we can also use it as like a mini detect poison.
You can do it as like a detect poison
The
or like a
fuck,
filter.
dude, that's badass. I wanna try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so-
ask Kenrick if Kenrick knows how hard this will be.
yeah, once Kendrick's done taking a piss, we can do that roll. Um,
What
there's
is it gonna be? Just
also
intelligence?
something called blood apricots,
Oh,
which is a method of marinating apricots in blood. Surprise, surprise. Basically, you infuse it with your own life energy. You expend a hit dice, and you store that hit dice in the apricot, and then whenever you eat the apricot, you gain the hit dice back in hit points.
boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
Who
so
and
weird.
it's for
Alright.
whoever eats it. So if you have a higher hit die than someone else, you can store your hit die in there and give it to someone else, and they get your hit die.
Looks at Bard and Monk. And Warlock. Shit.
Yeah. You
Okay.
being a ranger, you have a
Okay.
D10. So just saying.
I can imagine the barbarian doing that. Barbarian chef and the wizard goes yum yum.
Let's see. I was gonna
Basically,
mention I was gonna mention fey cherries, but those are kind of a rare thing, so I'm not gonna mention it.
I mean, they're in the cookbook, but it's the issue of having cherries, I guess.
I mean, I guess so. It's a specific tree that has to grow these cherries. You're not gonna find any. Essentially, they grant protection from evil to those who consume them, and it retains
Oh,
that
okay.
property for a single day after it's picked. Um, if you
Oh,
cast Gentle Repose on it, you can extend the length of that effect.
A spell that none of us have.
Yeah. You also
so
know
wait,
that these
how
cherries
like
are extremely rare, and a healthy sapling goes for around 3,000 gold for just the sapling.
just a casual amount?
Yeah. Very
Out
expensive.
of curiosity, like the Everloaf, like how is it magically infused? Is it like will Kenrick be casting a spell?
Fucking no. I'm making this shit up as I go along. Yeah, he'd have to cast a spell to infuse it in the bread.
Nice.
This is, we'll pick something. We'll have him roll an Arcana check. I
By
don't
the way,
think
I'd like
it'll
to
be
point
like
out
a
something.
spell.
I have prestidigitation, so I can make literally anything I make taste amazing.
Yeah.
Or anything you make taste amazing.
I mean, anyone who
There
has
is flavor, right? I'd assume it'd be like fucking dropping Mio in your Pepsi or
kind of,
whatever you're drinking.
you can make anything taste like anything else.
I'm just assuming it's a Mio squirt bottle.
That's
Yes,
the
a magic Neo
material
squirt bottle.
component. It's the material component is just a packet of crystal light that you sprinkle over everything.
The somatic component is theory.
And everything else is kind of like has to be grown from a specific place in a specific place, or come from a
God,
specific thing. Um,
God damn it.
which is why no one was buying the Elvish cookbook because number one, it's 50 gold, and number two, most of the ingredients are in fucking Eagle House. So
Think about it. God damn it. Kenrick needs to sneak us across the border one of these days.
or you could persuade them to let you in by being super nice.
Walk up to the front gate. How can we go in?
Anyway, in both cookbooks though, there's a way to prepare certain meats. The meats in the Elven one are like very exotic, like not of this plane exotic.
Oh.
Um,
How to
the
prepare
normal
your
one,
unicorn? Uh-huh.
yeah, the normal one is like roasted stag and antler sauce and shit like that. So poached and peppered quail eggs, little like little things that you can do.
What's the most exotic thing in the cookbook, actually?
In the Elven one, from the list that I have, probably moon honey, which is the dung of abyssal groundworms. It has to be like it has to absorb moonlight in order to be sweet. Otherwise, it's just bitter and disgusting. And it cures poison. It cures all poisons that are in a person.
Okay, so eat worm shit. feel better.
Yeah, basically.
Walmart. Wait.
The only other one that I can think of is Arborean Fire Seeds, which is basically pop rocks that light on fire.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's that. Um, let me double check something because I feel like he just fucking dipped. Um, so yeah, I mean, if let's see, what was it, fucking Grisha? If you have a good enough Arcana, you can try and make that Everloaf now. We don't need Kenrick to do it.
Sure. It was my Arcana. Am I proficient in Arcana? I'm not. No.
Jack of all trades, baby.
Yeah, that's a bit
Well,
like.
you can try it. You have the cookbook, so I'll let you try it, even though you're not proficient in it.
Did you roll a physical dice?
Hey! Another 17!
There you go. You have
Uh-huh.
you have
Saccharine.
one Everloaf.
Oh, I don't. That's gonna count my 16 for the thing.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Look.
There you go.
I hold it in my hand and I look super proud, like.
Haha!
Oh.
It looks like a normal piece of bread. It looks like it's just a normal loaf of bread, about the
I'm
size
gonna
of a
check if
football.
it works. I'm gonna be super safe with it. I'm only gonna cut off like the butt. I'm
Okay.
gonna like just kind of nibble on it a little bit.
It
I'm
it
gonna look at the.
it takes an hour to regrow, so it's like watching paint dry for a little while. But if you keep checking on it, then you'll notice that it does eventually grow back.
No fucking way. No fucking way. That's
Magic
super
bread.
cool.
I like tear half of the loaf off and then tear that half in half.
Okay.
So there's still like a half of a normal half of that I haven't touched. And then I just hand it to him and I take the other.
As soon as you rip it off, I go, "Whoa, careful!"
What
If
it
you
says
even if
it
you
says
even
on the
ripped that slightly wrong, that could have been really bad.
what it says in the
Sure.
recipe as long as half of
I
it's
know what
fine.
it says in the recipe, but don't like just willy nilly rip it.
I mean, it's not like we can't make more.
That was. But there's nothing like your first ever loaf. I assume. I don't know. I don't make magic fucking food.
You do now.
And I haven't either, so I guess it was mine.
This is badass. I'm gonna like take. I'm just gonna fucking look at this neck.
I
Alright.
tried proper. I tried would have been able to would have made a lot of use out of this.
It's bread. It is consistently warm and consistently fresh, all the time.
I mean,
Nice.
yeah, but in like the winter, being able to make like 2 loaves of this would probably be fucking amazing. Granted, if I recall, as you said, I'm like the only spellcaster to come out of my tribe for a long ass time.
Yeah. You're like, I've seen healing magic before. I think I could make bread knit itself back together constantly. You're like, yeah, bread and people are the same thing. And then you roll a 19 on Arcana. And you're like, well, I guess shit, they are. Fuck.
I'd like to point out that's 3 17s I have rolled. What the
In a
fuck?
row. In a row. So yeah, cool.
Try rolling 3 now ones in a row.
So
I've done that.
Depression.
I'm not gonna wait for Kendrick anymore. So on your way between Merkfield and Rivergate, along the road, as you're marveling over this bread, um, uh, you look off to the side, and there are a number of people that have been hanged in a tree. Um,
Uh,
What are they wearing?
they're wearing like ragged clothing. They look like they've been there for quite a while. And
Doesn't look like the garments were originally nice.
there is a small carving in the tree of that marks them. It's a symbol that's used by the rangers for thieves.
Ah,
For what?
for
Thieves.
thieves. And I'll tell you
Put to
that.
death.
Hmm.
Huh. Seems bit gruesome. Perhaps we didn't really exactly have to deal with thieves back where I'm from.
Yeah, well, what needs to be done needs to be done.
All right.
Not my favorite practice. I usually try to stay away from this sort of thing, but you know.
Toward the end of that day, it does get to nighttime. Are you guys going to push on, or are you going to camp?
I mean, I want to make camp.
Okay. If you camp for the night, when you wake up in the morning, I need Orion to roll me a d4. Now this is for a random one of you. So Orion is 1, Hunter you're 2, Paeula is 3, Kenrick is 4. 2. So Hunter's affected by this. Everyone else kind of wakes up normally, except for Grisha. Grisha wakes up and looks very, very pale. As you watch her wake up and kind of stumble out of the tent, she's like, "Ah, fuck, this sucks." And then she turns to the side, and there's a giant tick attached to her neck.
Wait, was attached to me?
A big ass
A
tick.
giant tip.
You take 3 Constitution damage. Whatever your con is, reduce it by 3.
I'm sorry, what?
That sounds fair. Also, does that reduce his max HP?
Yeah.
Or no?
Is
No,
this
not.
temporary con damage or is
Well,
this permanent?
it is. Well, I mean, I don't know. You don't know. It's a giant ass tick. You're not used to that shit up in the north.
Oh, I'm going to. What do I roll to remove it?
So
Also, it's a beast. It's my
after
favorite
your
name.
con goes down, I need you to make 2 saving throws, 2 Constitution saving throws.
Wow. After my con goes down?
Mhm.
Fuck me.
You were asleep. Lol. How these little buggers work.
Uh,
It's a tick. It's a big
Well-
ass tick. They're pretty common in the swamp, but they can be very dangerous if you don't find them right away. This one's been on her
Um,
neck for a while.
if it is temporary, would you do me a favor and make a note of it somewhere so in case I forget, I can put it back to 16?
Yeah. Well, just go to your core page and put it in your notes.
I don't know how that would reduce my max HP, so.
Don't worry about it.
It would reduce it by 2 times your level.
So 8, I think.
Yep.
Valor Bard just got a hell of a lot more squishy. Valor Bard now fears God,
A little bit.
as they should.
It could have been worse.
Uh,
Could have been 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see, 8, so that would be a total of I'd go from 35, which isn't bad for a bard.
To 27.
Yep.
Just
double,
around the
wait,
same as
that
Paeula.
doesn't sound quite right.
No,
Yeah,
27 is right.
Oh, wait. Your con mod is now +1, right? Because it's a 13.
Yeah, it's a +1 keynote now.
8 plus 1 plus.
It's if it's -8, it would be 27.
I think you did something wrong.
You also need to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Wait, no, never mind. I'm just dumb. 9, 6, 15, 21, 27. Okay, and then yeah, just double checking.
2 con saves, please.
All right, shit. Give me a second. I'm trying to do all this.
Math is easy. Rolling is hard.
You forget I'm.
I forget I'm dumb as well.
That's true.
14 and a 10.
Oh, fun. Well, first one succeeds. Second one does not.
No. Oh no. This
Okay.
is the fun part, ladies and gents.
All right. All right. Cool. So I'll keep that in mind for later. Takes a while for the disease to actually show itself, so you won't know you're
Nice.
diseased for the next 4 days.
Granted, I'm going to lesser restoration myself because it's a fucking tick.
I mean,
Like
okay.
that's not even something you can even argue with metagaming. That's just common fucking.
Do you
sense.
have to know that the effect is in place in order to
No, I
have to
just
cast
touch it and end an effect. I don't have to
Right.
know it exists.
Well, I mean, you
Well, I
kind
think
of
you have to target it. Give me a second. Because I think it's lesser restoration can remove one and greater restoration removes all.
I'll pop it in the chat. Like because I'm
Yeah, please do.
Commands.
Yeah.
It's also SRD, so I can average it.
The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, not diseased.
Yeah, but
You can touch one creature and either end one disease or one condition inflicting it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I have enough spell slots where I can do it for both, just in case.
Well, you succeeded on the first one, so you don't need to worry about that.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, I lesser restoration myself or anything that thing may have once
Is
it's
there anything
off
I
of
need
me.
to roll to remove the tick? Because you haven't even fucking removed the tick yet. Dummy head. Like
Do
medicine or anything like that.
Wait, I'm not even gonna let you bother. I'm just going to fucking
Divine Smite!
oh, thunderclap.
just thunderclap it. All right. It
Ah,
dies.
yes, rip a chunk of your flesh out of yourself. Thanks.
Tick dies.
I mean,
Um,
and lesser restoration because I don't know what that thing is, but I feel a lot weaker and
really fucking gross is what it is. So
yeah.
you get one missing con back per day that you rest.
How bad does it look now that he ripped off a portion of his flesh?
It looks awful. Looks like she's got a big ass hole in her neck.
Granted, I could probably just patch up with a cure wounds.
If you
Yeah,
want
but
to.
that also seemed like a very dumb idea.
It's like
Oh, no.
the skin around where it was grabbed onto you is like black and necrotic almost.
You're from around here. What the fuck was that thing?
I've seen it once or twice, but I've never had to deal with one, so.
Does he actually not know, or is he just saying
Giant
that?
ass tick. That's
He
all
does.
I can tell you, really.
He's from here. He knows.
Well, what is it? Since you know what it is.
It's a giant ass tick. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say about it. It's really big. There's smaller versions of it too. They're just disgusting.
There you go. All right.
No, isn't that fun?
Continuing on. Let's do. We've done those two.
You should have probably let me remove it safely, but
All right. So, it's not long after this incident that you guys arrive in the town of Rivergate. Yay.
How many days does it take us there?
I don't know, fucking 3 or something like that. I don't, what's the distance?
So I'm
Two.
back
Takes
to
you
my
2
regular
days.
con.
Takes 2.5 days. So at the end of the day in Rivergate, you will be at full. Actually, no, because from where you are, it would be a day's travel. So you're still missing 2. That was just from Merkfield to Rivergate. So coming upon Rivergate, Rivergate sits at the the convergence point for like 4 different rivers, 4 different major rivers that go to different areas on the map. Um, like I said before, it is controlled via a canal system. Um, with like a basin set constructed around the intersection point, wherein barges and small river vessels and all sorts of things are put onto these things and then uh, directed either back towards the coast or upriver um, to other parts of the continent. Um, the the city itself is uh, pretty like it looks pretty affluent. They have like cobblestone streets, pretty nice buildings. It's built up um, above like the swamp area, so it's not muddy and disgusting there all the time. It looks for all purposes like a smaller section of a larger city that's been placed down here at this river. Um, as you guys are traveling through town, um, you are passing by one of the canals, and you hear two people arguing. There is a man on his barge um, behind one of the canal gates, and he's arguing with a ranger, an Idras ranger, over something, and they're arguing very loudly.
So what are they saying?
If you go up and listen, I'll tell you in a second. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. The pair are arguing over the merchant's lost gate pass, which he swears he had on his person and must have been stolen from him while he was at the inn that he was in last night. The merchant is trying to convince the guard to let him through that so he can continue on his way to Orn to sell his cargo, uh, which, from what you can tell, appears to be weaponry and armor. But the guard is having none of it, and he's not letting the guy through.
Hmm.
What's what's this about a pass?
Do we really want to get involved in this?
No, I was more asking in case we needed one.
She's asking, so.
Yeah, I'm asking
You
in terms of us needing one.
listen. I'm terribly sorry. I need to ask you for a huge favor. I'd gladly pay you for it as well. I seem to have left my pass somewhere in the inn that I stayed at last night. It's called the Dockside Inn. It's just down the block, like 3 blocks, and then you take a right. You can't miss it. Um, if you could go there and ask around, see if you can find it. I'll gladly pay you for your trouble.
Uh, do we even have a pass?
I don't think we need a pass if we're not transporting cargo over the river.
Generally speaking, yes. You do not need a
Uh,
pass if you are not a merchant traveling with cargo.
like Grisha was asking more of just not knowing what the fuck he's talking about in terms of a pass and at all.
Yeah, that's my response to you.
Uh,
Set up alarm.
see why not? I mean, he's gonna compensate us, and
Excellent.
it's not
You
that
are
bad.
lifesavers. I will gladly pay you. You can either, here, upon your return, successfully, I hope, um, uh, should you find the pass, I will grant you either this sack of 50 gold, which he was previously offering to the guard, you notice, or I can allow you to take some things from my cargo as thanks.
Yes, well, Laura needs all the goods they can get, so I'm happy to help. I'm going to start heading. I'm gonna take the horses towards the tavern.
And I'm gonna head to where that. Who's the merchant? Like what they look like?
The merchant was talking about the tavern, right, or the inn.
The merchant was like this this like he was darker skinned with like a black goatee, bald on his head, and he's wearing just loose fitting clothing, reminiscent of like a shipwright. For this is for the players. Obviously, Grisha wouldn't know what ships do, but um, it's like a pirate shirt and like loose pants. Basically, is what he looks like, just for uh,
Got it.
aesthetic purposes.
Visualization.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the cart to wherever he was mentioning.
So you walk up. There's the dockside inn on the right hand side of the street. Pull up there. Um, it's like this. It's this nice looking building made of this like dark wood material. Um, and it has on the signpost. It's like a small barge with the caricature of a guy with a pole on it, pushing through the water. You can go inside. There is there's another human man, long, um, dark hair, dark skin like the last gentleman, um, and he's got a set of really long sideburns. When you walk in, he says, "Welcome to the Dockside Inn. Do you require rooms for the night? Are you traveling past the city?"
We might need rooms for the night, but first, a man. I'll describe the man to him for convenience. Came through here apparently, and he was apparently he lost his pass at some point. Would you happen to know anything about that?
Uh, Possibly. I do remember the man, but I don't know if I remember whether or not there was a pass involved. And he like slides his hand over the bar in like a gimme gimme motion.
I put a gold on the counter.
Very good. It seems I can remember whether or not I did happen to see this man. I have not seen a pass, but recently there was a little boy, a beggar child, who came in. Sometimes he comes in for a little bit of scraps that I have left in the kitchen. But he was trying. He seemed to be selling something to one of the patrons that I had from the night before. The
Did he? Did the sale actually go off, or did it not happen?
I do not know. All I know was that the boy seemed disappointed, and there was no exchange of money, as far as I could tell. The man was interesting. He looked very angry. I had not seen him before. Generally speaking, uh, I do not
Can
pay
you just
attention to a lot of the faces that pass through my tavern.
can you describe him?
Yes, he had blonde hair tied back in a ponytail, and a kind of stubbly, unshaven look about him. Um, and he was also missing an eye.
Must not be that hard to miss. The boy, beggar, where'd he go?
All I saw was he left the tavern. I do not know where he went after that.
Do you usually know where he hangs about?
No, I do not keep track of the boys.
Do you know if he'll be back tonight?
It is possible.
We'll
Yeah.
probably be back then.
Well, good luck on your search. If I do happen to find the pass somewhere along the tavern, you can inquire after it later, and perhaps I will have it.
Mm. Um, I'll leave through the front door, I guess.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, please.
I'm not bad at perception, but I'm still gonna fail. Hey.
Okay.
Do I need to subtract gold from my?
For what?
Do I need to subtract gold from my character sheet?
Did you get a room?
No, I was talking about being robbed. I'm guessing I'm not robbed. Nice.
Oh no, no, no. This was to see if you spotted something, but you did not.
Can I help him or can I make my own roll?
If you go out there, yeah, you can make a roll.
Yeah. Just, well, are we both looking for the kid? Is that the plan?
This is just a general perception check.
Oh,
Maybe we'll see the guy with one eye and a ponytail. Fucking no. Shit.
Hey, there's you're looking around the crowd, and a man of a similar description. You can't make out his face as his back is to you. There is a man with a blonde ponytail that you see turn a corner and head into an alleyway, about 50 feet in front of you.
Okay, so this is going to be a little bit weird. I'm going to dash, but only move 30 feet. That way I can still be stealth, and I'm gonna make a stealth check.
Okay.
So I am quickly stealthing, I guess. 12.
gotta go fast. Gotta go.
I think this
Gotta
is
go
one of the things that I never.
Fast. You know what? I'm gonna try stealthing too.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is how things go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's because you have disadvantage.
Armored ass motherfuckers be like.
Granted, I have a +4 to stealth.
To be fair, I guess I passed the stealth check while at half plate, so I don't even know anymore.
11. One less.
Just
I'm not
enough.
gonna do it.
Just enough to pass a passive perception of 11. So you move up quickly and quietly to the corner, um, and you look around, and he's in the alleyway, and he's standing in front of a set of cellar doors. He's going to make a perception check now. Okay. He looks around and doesn't see you two, and then decides to open the cellar door and go down inside, and then shut the door after him.
I'm going to glide up to the cellar door. I'm not too. I don't see any lookouts, do I?
No, it's an empty alleyway aside from the guy who just disappeared into the
Okay.
basement.
I'm going to. I won't even bother like being super stealthy. I'll just try to be quiet to not be heard too loudly. I'm gonna get to the cellar door, and then I'm going to like try to listen in through the cellar door for a little bit at least to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Scratching. 10. Fuck.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Can I hear talking or moving? Anything like that?
No, not from where you are.
Damn it, the other roll's a 22 too. That sucks.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't want to scuffle, but I don't think it could be avoided if they see us.
I'm still feeling a little weak, but I should still be able to fight.
I'm gonna get behind me. I'll take point and I'll open this cellar door. Is it locked or unlocked?
It is locked.
I don't have thieves' tools. Is there enough of a gap to where I can see through the cellar doors? I'm assuming no.
There's enough of a gap you could tell that there is there's a wooden bar across both doors. You can see down in there, but it's dark, so you're not going to get anything from it. But you think that you could probably fit your sword through there and try and lift the latch using that.
And I'm guessing That's a. I'll use an arrow because an arrow's thinner, right?
Sure.
No, I guess not by much. And the short sword will have more. I'll be able to leverage more. All right, yeah, I'll use short sword.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Bardic inspiration.
How much is that? A D.
6.
He has D6 right now.
I'll choose not to use it.
That's good enough. So you stick whatever you were using, the sword, into
Yeah.
the slot between the two doors. You lift the wooden bar up and off of the hinges, and then it's stuck on the end of your sword. So you quietly leverage it down and lay it on what you assume to be the stairs, and you open the doors, and you look down into a dark basement with a single source of light from somewhere within. You can't really tell what else is in there, but it's like a staircase leads down into a basement.
Is this another stealth check, or are we gonna use the previous stealth checks?
It'd be a new stealth check at this point.
Okay. I'll still try to stealth. All right.
Grisha, are you going down there?
Yeah, I'm following. I'm
What
just
is it?
checking a thing because
Your
may
friends are
not
not
be-
with you because I don't want to play them right now.
I may not be calculating my bardic inspirations right on how many I have. Do a double check something.
It's
What?
literally your charisma mod, child.
Oh, this.
Yes.
For some reason, I thought
literally your charisma.
For some reason, I thought I had more. But no.
Okay. So, good enough. You guys sneakily head down the stairs to a rather large basement at the bottom of this building, where you can see there is a young boy who is bound and gagged inside of an iron cage directly in front of you as you enter. There are stacks of boxes, crates, and barrels all over this room, and there are cobwebs fucking everywhere. The man from before is standing in front of one of the crates, and he seems to have grabbed a spear and a shield from somewhere, which are on his person. And he's currently rummaging through one of the crates.
I should have 31 right now because of level. Because I got some of my con back and I think about it.
Mhm.
Should have a little bit more health.
Not quite at full, but you're almost there.
Uh, um, is the boy conscious?
No, he is unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna hold out a hand to Grisha to like give Grisha pause, and then I'm going to make my way. I still have 30 feet because I'm just gonna dash everywhere. Honestly, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
Is he wearing anything metal, out of curiosity?
I believe he is. Let me double check real quick.
He's definitely holding the shield, which will be metal.
Yeah, but he can drop that. I want to do something
he's-
that can't drop.
He's got a shield and a spear, and he's also got studded leather on him.
Do we want to lower his AC or do we want to do consistent damage?
I'm gonna move right here to the rug.
Okay. At that point, make
Uh,
another stealth check for me as you move around.
Ooh, probably gonna use my bardic inspiration. But let's see it first. If I can figure out what the fuck stealth is. There we go. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's probably not gonna do it, but I'm gonna try to roll bardic inspiration anyway.
Let's see. Gotta roll a 5 or a 6. Nope. All right. So as you come around the crates, you accidentally kick an empty bottle of wine that was around the corner, and it goes rolling and
hearing
clattering
that.
across the floor. He
You
hear that?
turns.
Can I-
You do not get a reaction. Now we have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Time to go.
This
I
is
knew I should-
fine.
Literally so fine.
Gladiator.
I didn't. God damn it! I fucking hate this. God.
Roll it again.
Okay, I'll make it 13.18.
Wait, why?
That's not how this
Why
works.
did you roll it twice?
The first
Because
time he
I
didn't
didn't.
have his token selected.
I always change my thing, but alright, got it. And then that's
should-
gonna be depression.
If you do it wrong, you roll again. That's the rule.
Okay. I've always changed my thing, even if I roll better. So. Oh.
Well, now you can't. I didn't know you were doing that before. I thought you were just taking whatever you rolled the first time.
No.
All right. Well,
my
he's up next. He's up first, rather.
God damn it, dude. We both lost by one point too. That sucks.
So he's gonna reach into that crate, pull out another spear, and huck it at Orion. Ranged weapon attack. Let's see. It's already included. So why in God's name does it always do this? Fucking hate it. Hold on.
Why is there choir orchestral music?
Don't worry for it.
Dude, this is obviously the boss fight. I know a gladiator
It's a
isn't
boss
like a
fight.
DC 50
It was
or anything.
it was
but
just supposed to be
expect
sneaky music, so I was gonna switch it over here. Sure, why not? We'll do that one. Okay, let's try that again. Normal roll. 24 for 12 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ, of course he rolls really well.
5, 10, 15. He's gonna take 2 more attacks with the spear.
Alright.
Uno,
Nah, I ain't having it.
that's a 9, that misses. Number 2, 26 for 6.
Okay.
There you go. That's his turn. Ryan, you're up.
6, 12, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I don't appreciate that. Longbow. 22 for 8.
That hits.
And I'm gonna expend a martial die to do tripping attack. So I think he gets a strength save. Let me check. Just pop it in, and then I'll roll the damage.
Strength saving throw.
Probably has a good strength saving throw, but not worth a try.
16.
That does pass. There it is again, and 7 more damage.
7 extra damage. You got it.
He
And I'm
still
going to
takes
go-
the damage.
Yeah, still takes the damage because it's bullshit. No point in that second winning, I don't think. And then I'll shout,
Yeah.
"Listen, mate, I don't want to do this."
He says, "Oh yeah, well I do." As he gets ready to, he rears up with his spear again to do another attack.
Oh, he's gonna fucking regret that.
Is it my turn?
Yes. He
Yeah,
hasn't.
I'm going
he
to-
hasn't noticed you yet. So if you do an attack roll, you have advantage.
Hi, welcome back. Biology really did fucking call, did it?
I burn in several places.
You need to know that.
Good to know. Kenrick, roll me d4. Divide whatever
Oh,
it is by
no.
2.
30 feet. Right there, next to the gate.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm gonna. He's gonna hear me cast a spell because verbal. So
Yeah, but
I'm not even gonna try.
still focused on me, so he's probably still gonna get surprised.
2.
I'm gonna bonus action inspire you. Remember combat inspiration. Just gonna pop
You
that.
should probably
to-
inspire me second.
No, it's bonus.
Yes, well, inspire me second, which a bonus action you can do before
Alright.
or after your action. So inspire me second. That way your action is
Alright.
still stealth. Dummy head.
Fair. First, well, I'm not doing an attack roll. I'm doing a save.
Might have disadvantage on it, depending. So they
Hey,
get
guess what?
surprised.
He inspired you. Now do your action. Kenrick, you're joining in next round. Roll
I'm
me
gonna
initiative,
cast
please.
heat metal on his armor.
Alright, heat metal, cool. He has to make a what? Con save?
Yep.
If only he could fucking drop it. That 24. I don't forget what that does. Okay, so he takes a 6 points of fire damage.
Hey, does he need to? Can he? Does he need to make concept because he can't drop it? He physically can't. He's wearing the armor.
He still needs to make it though. So he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of his next turn.
I mean,
Cool.
he has it anyway.
Kenrick's joining in next round. I'm just gonna put him right there because I need you to roll my initiative, Kenrick.
Initiative.
I'm just gonna like hold up my shield with
Jesus
my
Christ,
axe at the
guys.
ready.
And this is the next round after this next round of people go. So the Gladiator, Orion, and Grisha are gonna go, and then Kenrick will join.
Sweet 14. Also, what I missed?
We might be adopting a kid soon. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Oh!
Right. All right. Okay.
Hit me
Gladiator's
hard.
turn.
Please don't hit me that hard, though.
He's got
He
3
has
attacks.
disadvantage.
He has disadvantage on all of these.
Heat metal, man.
He doesn't like
It's a
heat
good
metal.
spell.
He doesn't like heat metal, and he doesn't like magic. He's gonna take he's gonna smack Orion in the face with his shield, and then stab you with a spear, and then he's gonna throw the spear at Grisha. So first shield bash on Orion. 24 to hit, 12 points of bludgeoning
Jeez,
damage.
are you?
Even with the disadvantage, fucking hell.
Jesus.
Gladiators
Or
are
we
fucking
knock
I mean, hey,
hard.
that first roll was a crit, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing I did that.
Spirit disadvantage.
God, no. Well,
21 for
normal.
12?
Sorry. Normal, because I failed the strength save and I'm knocked prone.
Let me reroll then.
Oh, so he's got crit.
No, he does reroll. Remember, Hunter.
He has to reroll for.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why he goes first. Otherwise, the speed
There you
to
go.
fight, and he still rolls. God damn. Are we taking first or second damage?
We'll take second damage, but he gets a crit, doesn't he?
No.
No, that's one off.
Okay. Well, no, doesn't he get a crit because
Does
he
he?
hits you on the ground, or is that just with the advantage roll?
That's
Oh, it's a
No,
crit against an
no,
unconscious
that's
creature.
that's a
I'm
paralysis.
thinking of if you were knocked out. Okay, so just the second damage. So total of 22 damage. And then he's going to throw the spear that he has at Grisha.
Wait, what? Oh, oh, Jesus Christ! The shield bash is a lot too.
hmm
I don't want to talk about my health total right now.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
15 to hit.
There won't be a
Miss.
TPK this session.
Misses? Okay. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. Pick up his spear from where it landed.
Do I get to kick him with like my opportunity attack?
You can try.
Fucking hell yeah, boys! Let's get it.
I don't know
I'm
what
just gonna roll a
prone
strength
is.
save for my attack because it's the same modifier.
Sure.
Oh wait, and it's with disadvantage. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, because you're prone. Natural 1.
I tried.
I'm not gonna have him. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna have him attack you.
Tried.
Orion, you're up.
Just kicks you in the balls.
Stand up. Can I get within? I can. Hey, cool. That's flanking. That's an advantage. Here we go.
Yes, it is.
I think he just made a mistake.
Hey,
Have to
cool.
do
That's a
something.
21.
He's got.
Hey,
he's
by
got
the
some
way,
stuff.
he's also making that trip attack.
Save again.
DC
Okay.
him.
Well, he's gonna
13
take
damage.
fucking 13 first, and then we'll do the save. Was it his strength?
Yeah.
Disadvantage. Is it disadvantage because of thing, or is it just ability checks and attack rolls? Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, so not saving throws.
Jesus.
17.
Just barely breaks. Breaks by 3. UV. I'm so used to being a fucking caster with 15 DC.
Alright, there you go.
Well, that's not quite all I have.
So you're gonna
deserves
say
an
you're
action
for this guy?
surge.
Action
No,
surge for a win.
actually.
Fucking go for it.
28 for 10.
Nice. That's a lot of damage.
One off of a crit.
10
Okay,
points
here's
of
the
piercing.
fun part. He gets to do tripping attack again.
Mhm.
I will trip this fucker.
You've got a lot of fucking damage. How many of those dice do you have now? So you used
One.
3. You have 1 per
I
level,
got
I'm assuming.
4 to start off with, so I have 1 left.
Strength save. 24.
Shoot, stop!
Not tripping, man.
He's got like a +7, you know, nothing too major.
Just casual shit.
Alright, Grisha, you're up.
I mean, okay, let's see.
I grin at the foolish man that got in melee range. Bonus action, holding concentration on heat metal, so he takes another 2d. He takes another.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the
Do you want me
cons.
to pop heat metal again, or do you want me to roll dice?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if that counts for until the start. Okay, so yeah, he does need to roll a con save again. And you do need to roll the spell again. He passes this time.
Yeah,
No
still takes damage.
anything.
So he doesn't drop his armor, obviously. So 13 points of fire.
Points of fire damage.
He's constantly
taking
getting
off-
seared by the little studded leather on his armor. He's not really having it, man. He really hates you for that.
I'm gonna cut this fucker with my battle,
You can try.
and I have advantage.
$18 hits, 5 points of slashing. 18 just hits.
Ah, I forgot I have inspiration, so I could have made it to where my damage was d6 more. Too
Well-
late to retcon this though, and I'm gonna get backhanded for at least 4 damage. And I'm
All
going
right.
to cry.
At this point, bounding down the stairs of this basement is Kinrick. You reach the bottom. You see Grisha and Orion flanking.
You can also use use it to increase your AC.
You see Grisha and Orion flanking a blonde man with a stubbly beard, wielding a spear and a shield, fighting next to a cage with a small unconscious boy in it,
Huh.
who is bound and gagged.
Alright then.
So it will take your reaction to do the.
We can worry about that on his turn.
If you want to increase your AC against the attack. It's probably gonna pop me because the guy could probably tell I'm the one that's causing the burning sensation. It's not him pissing.
I will use my bonus action and cast Hex on this dude. Give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And
He
I'm
already
gonna
has
try
disadvantage on everything. He has heat metal on him.
and I am going to pop him in the face with an arrow.
So I decided to be a dickhead and heat metal on his armor.
Well, let's see how you like 3 attacks next turn.
Oh,
Oh,
good
disadvantage.
With disadvantage, but at a
Heat
+7.
metal
I miss.
specifies a suit of heavy or medium metal armor. I don't know if this you're just gonna
Studded
count
leather is
it.
light. It's metal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just
Heavy
a
or medium?
manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium armor.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to say that you have to do it on the spear in order to do all the damage that you're doing. So you have heat metal on the spear. He's not dropping the thing.
All right,
He's
fair enough.
taking all this shit.
I mean, I don't see. I don't see why it wouldn't work. You know, I know it says.
I mean,
medium heavy,
it's leather padded would be the idea.
Yeah.
Is that 'cause the metal's on the outside? It's not touching his flesh.
This is why you read your spells, ladies and gentlemen. So no, his armor is not heated. It's his spear.
His spear is super hot.
Yeah,
Wait,
his
okay.
spear is
Stop.
more along the lines of a fishing spear in style, but it's definitely meant
Well,
for
in the
combat.
case, I'm not doing it on the spear. I'm doing it on a shield.
It does take an
The
action
shield
to
is
get off a shield.
wooden.
As dumb as that is.
Well, if I get to redirect
is-
it, given the fact that we've been doing it wrong.
It is technically an armor. It's classified as armor because it is a shield. So I'm going to say no. Kendrick, what are you doing?
I was going to shoot him in the face, but I missed.
What'd you get?
17.
Yeah, it just misses.
So
Okay.
he has a armor. So his shield is red hot, or is it still a spear?
No, it's the spear. That's the only thing that makes sense in this context. Okay, so he's going to take all 3 attacks against Grisha at disadvantage.
All disadvantage. Hit. Uh,
2.
I'm going to on that first hit. I'm going to use for the first time ever, Stone's Endurance.
Yay! So it's like 7 points of piercing damage total from that entire fucking thing because he rolled garbage on his disadvantage.
No, that doesn't.
Oh,
It's
it's
Cut
a
it in
not
half.
D12.
like
I thought it was
uncanny
half.
dodge. It's a D12.
I'm thinking barbarian because Goliaths are generally sometimes.
Oh well,
barbarians.
fuck me. I take 10 points of damage.
Oh, there you go.
Oh wait, no. It's I take
Plus your con
8.
modifier. Constant modifier.
Which right now
Okay,
is 2.
Matt.
Cool.
I need to make a concentration save, but I make it with advantage.
How do you make it with advantage?
I have Warcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Concentration check. DC 10.
Jesus.
Hey,
Didn't you need the advantage?
heat metal still up? Yes, you did. Orion, you're up.
Right, here we go, boys. I've
Still
used
have that
basically all
inspiration.
my resources. I already have inspiration.
I know.
And
I'm
you
just saying.
do
Remember,
bonus
you still
action.
have it. No, I'm just telling you. Remember, you still have it.
Okay, got it. Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. Fuck. I realized that as soon as I pressed
Roll
the
it
fucking
again.
button. And here's the double net ones across
Nope.
the sky.
Still
10
hits. 10 points.
10 damage and inspiration. You go add damage to it.
Sure, but also martial die. I will trip. Okay,
No, you won't.
that's one
Jesus.
damage extra.
All right, and you all, and it's an added
I want
6
to.
points.
I want to see that trip though. God damn.
Nope.
So he took a total of 17 damage from that.
Something like that, yeah. He's looking really rough, by the way.
I'd be worried if he didn't.
Alright, that's all you can do on your turn, I think.
TPK says the DM.
Grisha's up.
Bonus action.
Just deal more damage.
Damn it. He's still holding on to that fucking spear.
Yeah,
11
look.
points.
I'm going to chop this.
Chop his ugly head from his shoulders. He's looking at you now like he's all his hand is entirely like burned to the point where the sleeve is almost catching fire. It's like it's starting to smoke. You can smell the scent of burnt flesh on his hand.
21 for 6.
As you raise your axe up and bring it down towards his face, how do you want to do this?
Yeah! I'm going to basically do a 2 swings like into his neck to take off his head, and the second swing back is just like baseball bat the fuck out of his severed head.
Okay. You launch his head into the crates next to you,
Oh, no,
making
no, no,
a
no.
sickening thud. And his headless body slumps to the floor. The spear and his hands slightly smoking from your heat metal.
I'm gonna drop heat metal. How's the kid look?
Unconscious.
Unconscious as in beat to shit, or unconscious as in just not awake?
Definitely beat to shit. He's not dead. He's just unconscious.
I'm
knocked
gonna
out.
search the now dead man.
Cool. You find a spear. You find it's still very hot. You find his shield, and he's got studded leather armor. He's also got an eye patch. Let me see what else I gave him.
Yo ho, yo ho, pirates.
Make an investigation check for the whole room.
Out of curiosity, is the cage locked? I'm assuming it's locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
Is there like a actual lock on, or is it like something in
God
the door?
damn it, dude! I can't roll with this.
It's
shit.
a padlock.
9
Uh,
find.
could I maybe use heat metal to melt the lock?
I don't
We
think
could
it
just find a
specifically melts
fucking
things.
key in here.
You could just bust the lock open, probably.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just fucking.
Or you could find a key, either one.
Eh.
I think
My
I
9
did.
investigation
Okay, right?
probably doesn't fucking find it though. Pisses me off.
Yeah. I take out like I
Oh,
grab like
okay.
my walking stick that I use for like mountain
he
travel, which is
he
a sword
has.
staff, and I just.
Okay, before you say anything, he has a key in
Okay.
his pocket. He also has the gate pass in his pocket, in his cloak.
Nice.
I'm already bashing the lock as he finds this.
All right, make an attack roll.
Do you know what subtlety is? I mean, I guess we got in here, so you do. But like,
We're also the only ones here. Do we need?
yes, but for Christ's sake, you could just like, open the fucking gate. You don't
Yeah,
have to
what do you need?
force everything.
Attack roll.
Attack with. All right.
I really want to see you fail.
I- I'm gonna two-hand my battle axe.
Sure.
You said walking stick, right?
Uh.
Hey, that'll do it. You fucking chop the shit out of this lock, and it falls off the hinges there. Cage swings open. It's like swings open.
We could actually use that lock. We could have, had a lockbox in back of the cot.
Eh.
Well, you could have just like used the key, like.
Grisha is actually. Yeah, you've noticed Grisha isn't actually paying attention in there. She's already in the cage and cure wounds. Second level.
He's a commoner, so anything more than 4.
Kenrick, you should give this place a good look over.
So on
Yeah, this kid's probably the healthiest he's ever been.
I mean, it's certainly overkill. The swelling on his head near his temple where he was smacked to be knocked unconscious goes away.
10. Yeah, nah.
10 for what? Investigation?
And at that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and like pop myself for a level 1 cure wounds. I am a bit low.
Sure.
I'm gonna run this gate pass back. If he unmuffled
Like how you're like, I'm a bit low, and Ryan's sitting here at 4 HP.
Oh yeah, cure wounds on Orion.
I'm already leaving, so.
I'm basically like smacking you on the thigh as you're walking past me.
Alright.
The one thing that Kendrick does notice with his 10 is that this place is meant to be like a stockpile for a long time. Most of these barrels,
You stay here. There's obviously a lot more going on.
they're
I'll be right back.
filled with food and water to last a very long time. Yeah, that's what you notice.
If I can, I'm going to like cut the kid out of his bonds. I imagine he's awake now, given that I've healed him.
No, he's still out.
God damn.
He's unconscious for a while.
Alright, I'm gonna run the gate pass to the guy. I take half his gold instead of.
I respect the ruling, but I will say, magical healing if they're unconscious from injuries, they just are up immediately.
No, he's not unconscious from injuries.
He's unconscious from
Cool.
being hit in the fucking head. So I rolled a d4 to see how long.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's fine. I won't
So he's out for the next 2 hours. You'll allow it. I'm the DM. Fuck you. So Orion goes off to get the pass back to the dude. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I was so
I'll be
looking
right back."
forward to getting by. I'm so glad you did this so quickly. Well, I've got this here," and he has a sack of gold. Or if you'd like, I have some specialty weaponry that I was planning to transport to the front line. You can
Now,
pick
when you
from.
say specialty weaponry,
It's made out of special material. For instance, this, and he holds up an axe that is made of. It looks like it's made of wood. but it is a wood that is like a dark gray color, same as iron. I'm sure you're familiar with ironwood, yes?
I'm gonna look at my necklace. Is it the same kind of like thing the arrowhead's made out of?
No, the arrowhead was made out of like Damascus metal. This is made out of wood. It is actually made out of wood. If you don't know already, I'm not sure how you
I thought
don't.
the airhead was sterling silver.
It's something like that. It's some kind of Damascus metal material. Um, Damascus just being the pattern that the metal is. It doesn't matter what type it is.
Uh,
He explains the ironwood is chemically treated wood. It's as strong as iron, but with half the weight. So we use it for lightweight weaponry, of course. Um, generally speaking, the elves over in Eagle House love this stuff. Can make quite a penny selling to them. I've got several varieties of them. He gestures to his cargo. You can see there are ironwood swords and ironwood long bows, short bows, arrows, all that stuff.
how much would an ironwood battle axe go for?
Uh, generally speaking, it's fairly expensive. It adds about 100 gold to the base price of whatever the item is.
Get a longbow for Kenrick.
You already have a magical weapon. The bard doesn't. Fuck you.
It's just a normal bow. It just shape shifts.
That's not normal.
And I will
Just
also
a
point out
normal
it
bow.
actually is a magic weapon for the sake of like it does. do
Yeah, I
magic.
know. It's
I'll
just
hand him the
shape
5
shift.
platinum, and I'll be like, I'll take the battle axe.
Or you could take
No,
it
I'm saying
as part
if
of
you
your
were to attach them
prize,
with your
if you'd
pack.
like.
Sorry.
As part of the reward, you could have one for free, or if you wish to purchase more, I wouldn't be adverse to selling you some.
Well, you said you were selling to Owen, right?
Yes, that's what I
Just
plan
make
to
sure
go
they get a
next.
discount. Put that 5 platinum into that, then. And I'll take the ironwood axe.
Alrighty then. Um, well, he'll give you the axe. He's like, well, do you want to? It's depending on you're taking the 50 gold as prize money, but you're paying me in platinum for the axe. Is that what I'm getting?
I'm taking the axe,
Right.
which is. Oh wait, you're giving
It
me the
is.
50 gold and the axe?
No, it is 50 gold or one of the
Or,
weapons.
yeah, no, I'm giving him 5 platinum, and I'm taking the axe. Okay.
Okay, so you're tipping him 50 gold for an axe.
As
Because
long as
he's
he gives
just
Owen
gonna
a
give it.
discount.
He's just gonna give it to you for free.
Yeah.
um,
I'm telling him to put that 50 gold to Oren as a discount.
all right.
Like
Well,
all that stuff. Even though he
Well,
sure.
there's no
probably
guarantee.
won't.
I'll definitely be sure to do that. Pockets the money.
Yeah, he left this fucking thing. I wouldn't even.
Definitely in the business of making money. Um. So yeah. There you go. You've got your prize.
Why
So
are
it
we
is.
so generous? Like we gave that one bartender like enough money to retire.
It is an ironwood battle axe. It is the same as a normal battle axe, except that it is half the weight and made out of wood.
Cool.
So if you were a
I come
druid,
back to the cellar.
there you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the cellar. I'm gonna hand it.
All right. It's
I'm gonna
been
get,
it's been a
2
little
guards.
while. So while Orion's doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna get back my one arrow.
All right. Well, cool.
I'm cutting the kid free of of any of his ropes or anything that he used to tie him up, and getting him out of the cage.
Okay. He's still zonked out, but at least he's sleeping peacefully now and not like tied up like a pig.
Kendrick, you see this? Gersha walks up to the dead man, takes out her axe, and just brutalizes the shit out of his body.
Well, that's kind of mean.
I'll grab 2 guards. I'm gonna get that.
His head's still intact. She's not going over that, but his main body, like, yeah, no. It's chunky meat salsa.
Mm-hmm. I mean, chunky sauce is great, bro. If you just add
I
meat
guess
to
I'm
it,
not
that's
getting my
weird.
arrows back from that body then. Shit.
I mean, no,
Nice.
not now.
You probably weren't going to anyway.
I
You would've
was
gotten
gonna
half of
come
them.
back and get them.
You've managed to splinter and destroy all of Orion's arrows now.
Well, I
Dang.
guess I'm
Unless
down
I
to
got my
fucking
one
20.
arrow.
Like, and she's just like sitting at the side, like the axe like still buried in what was his torso.
Shit, dude. All right. Well, anything else?
I was wondering why it was so fucking quiet. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Orion comes back. Hey, what's going on? Oh, what the hell?
Kenrick.
Just hanging bodies.
It's
Like-
fucking.
Kenrick is passing the time by changing Goldbrand from weapon to weapon.
Just sitting there watching Grisha hack this poor fucker to pieces.
Yep, changing it from a halberd to a glaive to a longsword to a battle axe to a dagger to a short sword.
The leather armor is now ruined. Any clothing he was wearing is now ruined.
Studded leather that we just ruined. Nice.
So there you go.
I won't apologize like in character, but out of character, I am sorry.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
Alright.
I don't like inconveniencing the party with roleplay stuff.
Alright, well, I come back with 2 guards.
All right. Well, they fucking sprint there, and they see Grisha with an unconscious boy
Like,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
beating the shit out of a
like,
corpse.
it's already
with a battle axe.
brutalized. Like I'm just sitting at the side watching over the kid, making sure he's nothing. Making sure
Oh no,
he's all
you're
right.
in the process of this as as they show up. It doesn't take him that long to deal with these guards, but it does take you a while.
It
to
wouldn't
hack
take me
them
that
up.
long to hack up a body.
Yes, it will.
Like
It
I'm
takes
not
a
even
while
trying to
hack
like.
up a body.
Through armor?
I'm just chopping the shit out of it for a little bit.
I know, and it
Through
takes
armor?
you a while to
I
do.
mean, yeah, it would take actually quite a bit.
So
Yeah,
they come in and they're
through-
like, okay, easy there, easy. What the hell happened? And I'm assuming you explained the situation.
Nah, well, I've been explaining on the way here.
So you don't know what was going on with this guy.
I have a
Just-
pretty damn good idea.
Well,
Thank
enlighten me
kid.
because it seems like you just waltzed in here and murdered someone, albeit a kidnapper, but at the same time,
Well, we heard, we were looking for a pass for a merchant, who's paying us to get it. And I'm gonna toss the ironwood battle axe at this point to Grisha. Take that, by the way, that was payment.
Catch.
We came outside and we saw the man who, well, now you can barely tell who he is, but we saw
I mean,
him.
the head's
recognized
still
him.
over there. I haven't touched the head.
and the head is in between the barrel and the crate over there, to your south on the map.
Yeah, we did fucking brutalize it in life as well. I'm gonna go. We saw him. We came over here to ask him questions. He was acting very suspicious, and he attacked us on sight.
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, he
Never mind. They
Wasn't
probably
persuaded
believe
us.
you. Fuck.
I
I mean,
bet
that's
they
pretty
were
much what
all-
happens. I don't know about the whole asking him questions part, but
Oh, we did come down here originally to ask him questions. That's
I mean that's what I assumed you were doing. They roll garbage on their insight, by the way, so basically anything above a 5 will be perfect.
well. I do have a 0 in persuasion, so let's go, boys.
Okay.
Fucking shit!
What happened?
wait, can I assist?
No.
I'm assisting if I
I
can.
What?
Was it in that one?
No, you cannot assist because they found you hacking his body to pieces.
I mean,
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to help.
well, after they say this, Kendrick says, "Oh, I honestly just got here. I was busy taking
Oh
a
yeah, Kenrick's
biology
part of our
break.
group. Kenrick would have known about the mission.
Kendrick would
I
have
was
been.
taking a.
Kendrick
to go
probably
take a
would have been
biology break.
setting the. He would have been setting the cart up, and then right as he was done, he saw you two sprint off toward an alleyway. So that's
and
why
then
he was a
realized
little
he,
bit late.
and then realized he was about to poop his pants.
I mean, you could say that if you want to. I was just gonna have it be like you were setting the horses up with food and water, but that works too.
I was busy taking care of our horses. Saw these two run off somewhere. Then I realized I was about to take a crap in my metal pants. So I just got here.
I did not need to.
I mean, this will happen.
You should call us sometimes. Anyway, point
Uh,
being is that pretty
do I know how long
bad case
it'll be till
all
kill?
around.
Do you what?
How long it'll be till the kid wakes up?
Um, no, you don't. At least he's sleeping soundly.
Kid, from what I understand, is an urchin. We heard that at the tavern, apparently the kid approached this man in particular and was asking him a question, and the man seemed really angry. So I don't know exactly.
I walk over and like
but
grab the severed head.
God damn it! The
This one
barkeep
would
can
have
at
to
least
be,
collaborate some of our story or corroborate.
This one wouldn't have to be wanted, would he? Holding his severed head by the ponytail.
They look at his head and they kind of move it around. It's covered in blood, so they had to like wipe off the blood a little bit.
Press
They
the
go,
station.
uh, okay, well, as soon as you do that, they're like, look at their hand and they go, fuck, am I magic? Greg, am I magic? What the fuck happened?
Wow.
I'm perfectly okay with this.
So he's just staring at his hand, and his buddy takes a closer look at the head, the one he called Greg. He's like, oh, I know this man. This man is Christian Volrath. He's known slaver. We've been trying to catch him in Rivergate for months. He apparently uses this town as a go-between for him and for the orcs, unfortunately.
Well, we saved this kid much more than I thought we did.
There is a reward on his head if you would like to come down to the guard post. We can pay you for capturing him in the act.
It would be my pleasure.
Now, didn't I tell you? Now, didn't I say something about us being mercenaries and getting paid well?
Like
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
as we're walking to this, station, I'm holding this head. Like I am holding it by the ponytail the entire way there.
All right. Well, they're not going to let you do that and drag it through the streets of Rivergate. They're going to put it in a fucking burlap sack.
I mean, you say drag it, but I could probably comfortably carry it.
No.
But okay.
Not out in public. They're not going to let you do that.
Fine, I'm carrying the burlap sack.
Sure.
There.
It's just a bloody burlap sack. For all people know, you just went to the butcher's. So what you basically just did, you made him into fucking ground beef. So you leaving the basement behind, taking the child with you. One of the guards puts the kid on his back. The other one escorts you.
Oh, I
to,
was gonna take the kid to the tavern because we have rooms there.
They'll say, it's fine. We can take care of him down at the guard station. We'll give him a place to sleep tonight, and we'll deliver him. We'll make sure that he gets on a barge to an orphanage soon. So on your way there, when you get to the guard post, they'll go into the back, say, wait right here, and they go around the back and bring out a sack full of 100 gold and a second sack with 50 silver.
Hey, that's pretty good.
How much?
100 gold and 50 silver. So that's total for everybody to
Nice.
split.
Like for
Not
everybody,
bad.
or is that like for like?
It's not each.
Like is that how?
It's just for
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
So 50 gold and some odd silver.
Between the three of you,
There.
or the four of you, if you want to share with Paeula.
I do
Oh,
wanna share
huh.
with Paeula. I'll take 25 gold and y'all can split
So
silver amongst
you know,
yourselves.
it's 25 gold a piece.
And it's
more or
like
less.
12.5 silver, and I don't care enough, so y'all take the 50 silver. I'll just take my 25 gold.
So Orion takes 25 gold. Fucking Kinrick and Grisha. Goddamn, I'm trying to remember fucking names at 3:10 in the afternoon. This is awful. Kinrick and Grisha both take 25 silver.
All right.
Sweet. 623 gold.
Make sure you add that the ironwood battle axe to your
Oh, yeah.
inventory as well.
Is that in the item list, or do I need to
Just
put that in my menu?
drag another battle axe over to your inventory, and then alter the weight to be half of what it is.
Okay.
And then rename it Ironwood Battle Axe. All right.
So I just have a battle axe on each arm.
Just about, yeah.
Not each arm, but like each side of my hip.
Basically. All right. So you still got the rest of the day in Rivergate. It's afternoon at this point, but if you want to, you can go and look around, talk to merchants at the docks, whatever you want to do.
Huh.
If not,
Alright.
then we'll move on.
Yep.
You know what people normally sell here?
Mm, well, I'd assume just about anything, really. I mean, we just talked to a weapons merchant. I'm sure there's stuff coming from a bit of everywhere, really. I'm sure we can even find some stuff from a place we were just at. Some of their fish, if we really care to have some more fish.
Hmm.
I don't want more of Merkle Field's fish. Please no.
Huh. Well, maybe there's a potion shop. Or another. Maybe there's another
Possibly.
pet
You
shop.
could go look for one if you so chose.
Alright, I'm gonna go looking for 3 things.
No, there's
I'm
no
going
pet
to
shop.
go. Oh, there's no pet shop.
No, not in Rivergate.
God dang it!
I'm not gonna let you be a
Alright,
fucking ranger and get all sorts of beast companions all the time. You've
but
got your
I'm a
dog. Be happy.
warlock. I just want to be a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, I'm also gonna assume if you guys are in a city, I'm gonna assume that Clyde is not part of things and is gonna be watching over whatever your things are. So cart,
Clyde is the
horses.
best guard dog.
Yeah, you just leave him in the back of the cart and he'll do stuff for you. Unless you
Alright,
specifically tell me you bring him along, I'm not gonna include him in like combat or anything.
I want to go and find a potion shop.
Okay. It's not super hard to find. You go over to the potion shop, and on the sign it says the Marsh's Bounty.
Hmm,
Has a picture of a weeping willow on the signpost.
sweet. Let's go see what's inside.
Well, inside is a potion shop. Inside it does smell. It smells like swamp in here. It is very humid, and there is like this system of water that is pumped from some source you can't see up through pipes that are on the ceiling, and they mist constantly onto plants that are growing in the windowsills and along the edges of the room.
Hmm. Nice.
Um, as you, sorry, I'm writing down the name of this thing because I just came up with it. I need to write it down. So the owner of the alchemist shop is an older looking gnome with like bushy white eyebrows and hair that is braided into like this short for a normal person, long for a gnome braid down the back of his neck. And he's got a big bushy mustache up in front. He says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hello. I'm curious. What all potions do you sell?
Well, it depends on what you like. Personally, I like to do health tonics made from the things I find in the swamp every now and then. I have a little bit of an herb garden going, as you can see, gesturing to all the plants on the walls. Other than
All
that,
right.
I can mix many different kinds of medicine, or sometimes the plants that grow in the swamp have special properties that help you with certain things. Very popular among rangers passing through. This, and he pulls out a small vial. Um, it's about the size of like a ballpoint pen in length, and just a little bit rounder. And it has this like purplish liquid. It kind of looks like you know that spray, that purple like glass cleaner spray. It kind of looks like that. Kind of looks like purple Windex.
Oh.
This is what is called night eye, and if you drink it, it improves your ability to see in the dark, regardless of who you are. If you are elf, if you are male, human, if you are a I don't know, cat, probably improves your ability to see in the dark. Very good for night travel.
Huh. All right.
Apart from that, we have a standard array of healing potions, and we also have certain herbal remedies for performance anxiety.
Huh.
Those are the most popular. I'm sure if there is something more specific that you're looking for, I could possibly come up with a concoction.
All right. Well, if I were to buy one of your health potions, how much would they cost?
For you, my friend, 75 gold for the smallest one, 140 for the larger one.
Hmm. 75 gold.
Yes, is a very good price. Is a very good price.
Hmm. Is it a good price?
Roll an
It.
insight check.
Hmm. My insight is crap. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's the best price I've ever heard of.
Awesome. You're like, damn, 75 gold for special potions like made of special swamp minerals and shit. Like that's probably pretty good.
I mean, yeah, 75 gold. No, let me just whip out my calculator real quick. That's 75. Jesus, 225 gold for three normal health potions. Huh.
Should have brought Orion with you. Just saying.
Mm.
What do you need?
Nothing. Don't worry
I
about it.
gotta. Okay.
Kendrick's getting scammed out of like 15 gold for a
I'm
potion.
totally getting
25.
scammed.
He's like
Like I,
this merchant has jacked the price up by 50%, but Kendrick can't tell. So,
Jesus Christ, I knew it. I knew it. Ah.
all right. So I have one basic healing potion for you. Yes.
Mm, I will. I'll take two.
Oh, very nice. Well, good choice on your behalf, my friend. Here, I will even give you discount, a 5 gold discount. So, you'll take 145
Jesus.
gold, please. And he puts two small vials of red liquid on the counter.
Jesus, a 5 gold discount. What a good Samaritan. Wow. This man just scammed the
Fucking
living daylights out of
scam
me.
the shit out of
I mean, you didn't have to buy it. It's up to you.
I didn't, but they're health potions.
That's true.
Alright. Got my health potions. Alright. Now the friggin' third thing, since apparently pet shops aren't here, sad. Um, is there like a magic item shop or like a trinkets shop or something like
A
that?
magic item shop in a low magic campaign. No, there's no magic item shop.
Hmm,
What else are you looking for?
like a hmm. Let's look for an art for a blacksmith. Sure, let's go look for a blacksmith.
Sure. There's a blacksmith. They're not a weapons smith. They basically just do anything that requires metal in terms of like construction or repair. That's what they do. Currently,
Huh.
uh, they have a sign on their door that says "Out by the docks, um, repairing barges. Come back at
No.
3."
Boo. All right. Mm, Kenrick is just going to do some walking around, try and find anything interesting.
Thank you. Come again. And you walk around. There's, I mean, Rivergate is it's a beautiful little town. Like it's very quaint. Um, and it's more civilized than you would have thought for being in the middle of a swamp. Coming from a place where your people don't really have established settlements outside of what is necessary. They're basically, if they don't live in the city, they live in nomadic tribes that wander around the forest and live off the land that way. So seeing something like this, so much civilization in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, in the middle of all this nature, is different for you. Very different feeling. And you spend a while enjoying the scenery, enjoying the docks, and just kind of taking it all in.
Hmm.
And just for taking the time to do that, I'm going to give you DM inspiration.
Hey.
So DM inspiration for me works like bardic inspiration. So whatever level you guys are, pretend that you're a bard of that level, and that's what dice you have. They have a D6.
Sweet.
Yeah, D6.
Yeah, it's different in that it lasts forever until you use it, and it
I
does
like
stack.
it.
It will stack with itself.
So if I inspire you, so
You can't use both at the same time, but you can have multiples on you.
ooh.
Cool. So I'll mark that down. What are the rest of you doing? Okay, good talk.
I don't know if you heard me. You probably didn't because I think I was who said it. But I see where they took the kid like after we got to the station.
They're keeping him in the guardhouse for the day. If you're keeping an eye on him, he wakes up in about an hour.
If they'll allow me to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that's no problem. So he wakes up in about an hour. Um, he was like napping on a bench. And he kind of his like his eyes flutter open, and he looks around. The kid, by the way, he's kind of this pale looking kid with like really messy brown hair, and like ragged common clothes that are definitely too big for him. And his eyes slowly flutter open, and he looks very confused and very scared all of a sudden. And he like, gets up and he's gonna like try and run.
Oh, hold on, young one.
No, he's making a bolt for the door. He's gone. You can try and
Uh,
catch him if you want to, but
uh, hmm.
think fast. He's dashing out the door.
I'll try and stop him.
Okay, cool. Make a grapple check
Athletics versus acrobatics. I'm guessing.
versus something. I need to actually look up what the fuck his rule would be.
22.
Just assuming it's straight, but let's find out. Fuck did I put? Nope. There you go. I have an altered character sheet for child. rolled a natural 15 on the dice.
What do you roll?
He rolled a natural 15 on the dice, plus 0.
Alright, so
So he
I stop.
does. He gets away. No, he rolled a 14, right? Oh, you rolled a 22. Never mind.
I rolled a 22.
Okay, I thought you said 14. I was like, oh, he beat you. No, okay, no. So yeah, you grab onto his arm, and kind of stop him, and he's still trying to struggle and get out of your grasp, but he's a kid.
Hold on,
He's
young
not going
one.
anywhere.
You're in a safe place now. There's no need to run.
He's
Been through
making
quite a lot.
struggling noises, but he's not talking to you.
That was a
If I can I use like try and use like
that.
cure wounds
You
to try like use the healing energy to
fucking
try and calm him?
God damn it, Ducky. Welcome back to the world of the living. After we spam the fuck out of here.
Because I imagine like healing magic probably feels nice.
We've gone over this before,
I mean,
Hunter.
sure. It doesn't do anything. It's a
Can I
gesture
try
of good faith that you're trying to make, but you're casting magic
Can I try
at a
and-
child, and he's freaking out.
Can I try and persuade him then to calm down?
You can persuade him with disadvantage.
Granted, I'm not sure you would even notice the cure wounds.
It's a noticeable effect. Yes.
Well, I think only. Oh yeah, fair.
So Ducky, if you're still awake, and don't destroy your body with
16.
not sleeping, then Paeula awakes in a cart, like 3 days later in a different town,
Yeah, this seems about right.
with no idea what the fuck's been happening.
Okay, buddy, gotta do the talking to people.
Okay, roll a 2. So yeah, okay, so you kind of like calm him down a little bit, and he stops struggling all that much. He wrenches his arm away from you, but he's not going anywhere. He just kind of looks freaked out and confused.
You've been through a lot. That bad man. I saw the cage, saw what happened. Nasty business, that.
He kind of shakes his head, yes.
Can you speak?
Oh, that little bastard.
Shakes his head, no. He shakes his
Don't
head,
know
no.
how to or don't want to.
He holds his hand up and does like the motion. He opens his mouth and Okay, whoever's got sports on in the background, please stop that. He opens his mouth and a string of this odd, like burbly language comes out. Do you understand primordial?
I actually do.
He
What
says,
the
I
fuck?
he
I
says,
come back to. Do you understand that word?
Yeah. He says normally people can't understand me, and you probably don't either.
I smile and say in primordial, "Oh really?"
His eyes go like immediately super wide. And like the biggest smile crosses his face. He's like, "Oh my god, fucking finally someone knows. I've never been able to talk to a person before. Hi."
Hello. What's your name, little one?
I don't really have one. Everyone just calls me Aboy.
BG.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you say? I heard you.
Aboy. Aboy. Because they call him a boy, so he just contracted it to Aboy.
Fair fucking enough, I guess.
What's your name?
I am Grisha.
Well, thank you for. I guess you saved me. Am I in trouble? I'm in the guard station.
You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. You're brought here because the man who tied you up and beat you up was not a kind individual.
Yeah, I figured. My friend
Slaver.
warned me not to go into town and talk to people, but I was hungry and I kind of wanted like something other than swamp food, so.
I don't know if I have this. I'm going to act as if I do, because I want this. If anyone complains, I will just let it be. Hey, take out the Everbread.
Oh, the Everloaf?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
And I tear it in half, and I give him half, and I let him watch as the bread kind of just.
It doesn't do it right away. It does it over the course of an hour.
Yeah, I give him half, and I just say, give it a moment. Trust me, you'll see something interesting. And I basically just give him like half a loaf of bread.
He's like staring at the bread like, well, thanks for the bread, but I don't see what's. Oh, it's bigger. Wow, that's cool. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Wait, why did Grisha get the fucking bread? I made it! Oh my god. I am the baker
How did you
here.
just realize?
You weren't paying attention.
How
so
did
Grisha
you-
has the bread.
How did you just realize?
Them's the fighting actions, Hunter.
All right.
Fighting
I'm
action.
on the spot with my army of fucking frogs in a second.
If you're gonna throw a
Did
fit
you
about
say
it,
your
then
army of
just do it.
drugs?
If you, I mean, I don't know. You didn't raise a hell about it when he said, "Hey, if anyone has anything to say about it, say it now." So
Dude,
I mean,
like if I'm not actually there, I just don't listen.
exactly right.
Where can I put stuff like notes on the character sheet?
Core page.
Bio.
Yeah, bio
That's
page.
what I put on
It's
there.
not core page. I'm sorry. It's the bio stuff. There's text boxes where you can write stuff down.
There's also boxes in core that I put all my shit in because I don't use them for actual personality traits. I use flaws and bonds.
Fair enough.
My personality trait is find woman.
Generally speaking, yeah, I guess. All right.
Ah, boy.
Current quest.
By the way, this guy's name is literally A Boy because no one ever he doesn't have a name.
Yeah, he doesn't have a name. People call him a boy, so he just shortens it to a boy.
Where are they actually? They're
in the
at
guard station.
Yeah.
So they're having a conversation in Primordial in the middle of the guard station.
Yeah.
The guards are looking at you like really fucking weird. Like, this guy speaks different languages.
Well, I'm probably getting a meal and sleeping off my injuries.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm assuming the guards were a bit weird. I'm like, that bread just.
I mean, they're not actively paying attention to the bread. They're more concerned with two people having a conversation in languages that they've never heard before. And they deal with all kinds of people, so that's saying something. They each know a little bit of every language.
You speak the language of the elements and it confuses them.
Yeah. I speak.
Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a short rest. I'll just fucking dice it up real quick.
What's your primordial, young one? Language. Who touched the language of the spirits?
I don't know what that is. It's just how I talk.
Out of curiosity, is this kid a Ganassi?
No. He is a human
Alright.
boy. I think he's human.
Mm.
Fuck is his race? I forgot what he was.
Is this man a college star?
He's a no. He's actually he's a half elf.
Oh,
He's a half what?
Half elf.
Elf.
Oh, okay. Well, who's your friend? The one that told you not to come to town.
I don't really know his
don't have to
name
tell me.
either.
You don't.
He's just kind of my friend. He kind of hangs out with me and protects me against stuff.
What's he look like? It's alright if you don't want to tell me though.
He's really big and tall, and he's covered in like grass and wood, and he has big antlers.
oh.
And his face is a skull.
Alright, so what? When? Oh, God,
When did we do a crossover with The Witcher? Why?
I
did he
had
describe-
Witcher flashbacks. Jesus
Why did he-
Christ!
He just describe a lesson.
I may or
This
may
man's-
not. I may or may not
this
have used the
man's-
lesson art for the kid's friend, maybe. But that's up for you. To
Is
guess.
this man friends with an archfey?
I mean,
I'm more thinking he's a freaking summoner.
Mm. This is a druid in the making. We must release him into the forest where he belongs.
So I'm assuming none of my clan's like old folk tales anything rings a bell with anything you just described. I'm assuming there's
no.
none of it.
No, not even close. Although you
I didn't
have
think
seen,
so.
I mean, you have seen Nature Fae recently, like within a week. So
Yeah, they tried to kill me.
yeah, they tried to kill you and your friends. You stole their
So
weapon.
elections.
Yeah, I took a short rest instead of taking a long rest, and then I'm going to I'm gonna actually check on the kid myself too. But I'll
Okay.
go
I'm
over
gonna,
there long after Grish is gone.
I'm
Then
gonna,
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
over there.
switch. I'm gonna switch to. Oh, I'm gonna be here practically the rest of the day.
Well, the kid took an hour to wake up, so you're heading over there by the time they're having this conversation. You probably walk in on them having like a talk in primordial in this language you don't understand in the middle of a guard station.
Oh, what the fuck, Grisha? Don't be teaching the kid gibberish now.
I switched to common. Look at him. It's gibberish. That's an insult. Like, no, I didn't say that's an insult. I didn't say that.
Dragon.
He simply just. He speaks only in the language of the spirits. So, I'm.
Okay. So what you're saying is that. Wait. How the fuck does he understand the language of spirits, but not the common language spoken by almost every. You know what?
It's not
I
that
should
he
just
doesn't
not
understand.
ask anymore.
I switch back to primordial for a second. You can understand common, you just can't speak it. Or am I
I can,
misunderstanding?
I get what you're saying no matter what, but I can only speak this as far as I know. My friend tells me sometimes I speak in another one, but I don't notice any difference.
Yeah, it's you where I'm just hearing like gurgles and just.
No. Like out of character, that's concerned. In character, that's confusion. God damn it! I swear to God, if this guy starts speaking Abyss out of fucking nowhere.
Orion knows nothing.
I swapped to common just so I'm gonna say he understands common, he just can't speak it oddly enough. Back to primordial. Like I'm flipping this like on and off like a switch.
You're a translator.
Yeah. So
Cough, cough. Ask him if he can write. Cough, cough.
Oh hey, you're back.
She's been back.
why did I
I
need him to
never
write?
knew.
I
Paeula
helped
is
him just fine.
very
You
confused
get the fuck away from the dog food, dumbass.
as you're yelling to the horses in the stable, get away from the dog food. We cut back.
Yeah.
Wait, why would the horses be messing with the dog food, not Clyde?
Don't ask. Don't worry about it. It's not an important
I'm
detail.
worried.
Clyde is keeping an eye on the rabbit.
By the way, you see that Grisha is holding the Everbread and is every now and then like giving the kid some.
I swear to God, if that ever bread, if you break off too much of that, so help me, Grisha.
Cough, cough. Ask the kid if he can write. Cough, cough.
I'm assuming that
Oh yeah, we
Grisha
made
is
magic
not.
bread, by the way, Ducky.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
to write in common either.
I don't
Hey, you guys
know.
are
I don't know how to do that.
It's
I live in the swamp all my life. I don't really know how to do much.
you don't have
other than
any
get
family?
food. No, I got my friend, but that's pretty much it.
No, hey.
Listen,
Uh,
Grisha, if we can't damn well send him to an orphanage if you can't even speak common. It's gonna get.
He has somewhere he can stay, but it's not in town. Excuse me, gods.
Okay.
Yes. What can I do for you?
As you can probably already guess from the language, I'm a bit from up north.
I did not get that. No.
I'm from far up north. I can do a little bit of my clan's tribal mysticism.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to see if there's like anything magically happening here. Just to make sure just make sure you're completely okay, boy. Just it's just a precaution. It's really just me just looking at you.
Oh, you know magic? That's cool. I know magic. I know a little bit. I don't use it though, because people get mad at me when I do.
Yes, it's generally not the most well appreciated. Though so if it's not any issue for you lads. At the
And
guards, I'm basically asking, do they have a problem with me trying to see if there's anything magical going on here?
as far as I know, I have no idea what is going on.
I'm going to take out that really shiny pearl. And I'll start like softly chanting in giant. And
Are you doing
I'm just going to
identify?
hard cast identify, not ritual it.
Okay. Put it in chat again so I can read it.
Any magic effects? I believe it's the exact terminology.
Mage. I know, but I want to see. Whatever spells are affecting an item. If you can stay touch a creature, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Aboy is under 2 spells. It's like a combined version of 2 spells. One of it is Bestow Curse, and the other one is Tongues.
What? Okay.
And can I assume via the identify, I can tell that, assuming the bestow curse to make it so he can't speak common, and the tongues is so we can speak primordial.
The Tongues is that so that he can understand all the language that is spoken to him, but the curse is that he can only speak in like esoteric, weird languages that not many people know.
And then we have the fucking Goliath over here that speaks in literally all the foreign languages.
I
Just
literally
3.
just speak common, giant, and primordial. I can take linguist if you want, motherfucker.
No, I don't need 8 languages.
I think at some point Gil, when he was a Pathfinder character, had like 7 languages. He knew like everything.
My
Jesus.
Pathfinder character has like 5
'Cause
because
he had-
monsters for stats.
He had
I'm just
the
popping
wizard
in the chat
stuff.
to read it.
He had human.
Yeah, I need remove curse, which is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, you do. And then
What?
he had the sage background and he had linguist, so he had knew like every language ever.
Matt, wasn't
from-
Matt, wasn't Helsing able to speak like 6 languages?
At one point,
I'm
I think,
still
but I think that was
I'm still speaking primordial. Okay, from the looks of it, boy, it seems like you've been cursed.
I mean, I don't feel cursed.
There's 2 spells on you.
Cool.
One that allows you to understand any language that is spoken to you, but at the same time, you can only speak in languages that are extremely rare.
Wait, something I'm trying to
Okay.
piece together now that I'm thinking about it. You spoke to the man who had you down there, right? The man with the ponytail?
I tried to.
Did he
He
understand
kind
you?
of seemed mad. I mean, he seemed like I was just trying to sell the paper that I found for his money. I was hoping that I could like gesture to him and say something and maybe he'd get it. But he just told me to fuck off. So
Yeah, by the way, I am translating
Well,
this.
you suck. Yeah. He understood me. I didn't understand him. Okay, and then you... I kind of think about it for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay.
And I also relay what I figure out from the identify.
as much as I like talking to you, I think my friend gets really worried when I like disappear for a long period of time without telling him, which is kind of what I did. So like, I need to get back
So,
to him soon.
the
You'll have to ask the guards.
I
They want to
say-
take you to a... Oh, shocking. Shit, sorry. Again.
I say in primordial to him, I'm a bit concerned, if you'll listen, that your friend may have been the one who applied both of those spells.
Him? No, I met him a long time ago, but I already had the problem with speaking before I saw him.
Oh, okay. Well, at least, do you happen to remember when this problem started, or were you ever at a time where you could?
Nope. I, as an orphan of the swamp, have no concept of time. He says, breaking the 4th wall. Yeah, he's like, no, I don't know. I don't know about that. It's been a
Basically,
long
as long
time.
as you can remember.
Honestly, me though.
8 languages. He speaks 8 languages.
It's been a while. I don't know exactly how long that is.
Alright.
I tend not to count.
And in Primordial, so Orion doesn't catch wind of this right at the moment, I relay him exactly how the Everloaf works.
Oh, cool. He like looks at the bread. It's grown back a little bit since you guys have been talking. He like tears off a tiny corner, then puts it in his mouth and eats it.
And what I do is like take out like a small like leather sack that would probably keep anything inside clean-ish. And I put the Everloaf in it. And I say, Orion, to Orion, now, this kid has a home outside, but he does have has problems getting food. Do you really mind if I give him this? We can just make more.
Grisha. Okay. Huts are out of character. What's Grisha's intelligence?
Uh, she's 12.
You should be able to understand that if we cut the Everloaf in half, both halves will regrow.
Okay, character and out of character. I did not know that specific. I thought you had to have like a half of the original thing, and only it would grow off of that one half.
That is true. The other half.
What?
Yeah, when you break one half off, one of it is the active half, and the other half is not active.
Yeah,
It's to prevent you
That's
from
what?
infinitely duplicating
Okay.
bread forever.
yeah. It's not like
That's
a star.
why I thought it was magic.
No, it's magic in that it regenerates itself, but only half of it regenerates at a time. The rest of it doesn't do that.
I thought it was just dumb infinite bread, dude.
It's
I thought
kind
we
of
were gonna
infinite
solve
bread.
world hunger, even though
It's-
we've already solved world hunger.
It's kind of infinite bread. It's like you get half a bread every hour, so, and it's a decent sized loaf. Again, it's the size of like a football.
Listen, you know how it goes. So it's fucking.
I mean, he does need it more.
I mean, we don't even know if we're gonna be able to take him out to the swamp. Gods want to send him off to an orphanage.
That is true, but if he has a home,
Does he really have a home if he's having to beg on the streets?
he
Um,
has a god. He has a protector, and so I provide that.
And
If
we don't
it-
know who the
from-
hell it is.
From the back, we hear one of the guards chime in. Excuse me, if the boy has a home, we can simply take him to his home. It's not a big deal. It just I assumed by his appearance that he was a homeless child, but
We'll take him there. Don't worry.
if you insist, it's less paperwork for me.
I'm gonna nod my head and I'm gonna walk out.
By the way, does it seem like they're too perturbed by the whole mysticism thing bullshit I fed them?
By the fucking the identify. The identify does not have a physical manifestation of the magic the way that Cure Wounds would. It's like you get the pearl and you do your incantation or whatever, and then you get like a ping in your head of what is affecting it. With Cure Wounds, it's like there's a visible flash of light, and an effect takes place where the wounds close. Like it's physically identifiable as magic, and anyone who knows magic would be able to identify or cure wounds by the fact that you are chanting a spell. But these guys who do not know magic do not have the knowledge to know that, oh, that's magic he's casting. They just think you're doing some weird northern hoodoo shit on the kid.
Yeah, okay, that's better than I hoped. Because I was kind of expecting like the Inquisition to give like a blanket like pamphlet out to the city, to the people, just like, oi, and it sounds like this and this and this. It probably magic, and that ain't good.
I mean, probably. But at the same time, the guards here this is the furthest place from the Inquisition's reach, pretty
Fair.
much. It's in the middle of a
Okay,
fucking
whoever
swamp.
has music in the background, can you
That's
please?
my fault. It's my mom in the other room blasting it. Sorry.
Jesus.
Alright. So,
So
and,
anyway,
that,
I
and
mean, this is
that's
the furthest place from the Inquisition's general sphere of influence. They're still present in bigger cities like this one, but if this one, like, probably not a very large presence. The biggest one is in the capital cities, obviously, and then certain cities or towns that have uh, easier access to like roads and means of
and
transportation. Yeah.
uh, I'm gonna look to a boy, and say, "Why don't you come with us to the inn? We'll bed down there for the night, and we'll go to see your friend in the morning."
He's. I've been gone a long time. I really do need to get back to him. It's really, really important.
Like, fine, we'll go tonight. But
He's been
we'll
asking me for a while where I am, and I'm not super
wait.
down
How
with.
is he asking you?
He talks in my head.
Oh.
Uh, have you tried replying or anything like that? I don't
I mean,
exactly
I
know
told
how
him I
this.
was okay, and that I was talking to a really nice lady that actually understood me. I also told him that you gave me magic bread and that I'm coming back soon, so I should probably actually do that. He can be
Can you
scary when he's
try?
mad.
Can you try and see him? Can you ask him if he would rather you come back in the morning or in the evening?
I can try. He like stares like off into the void for a little while, like gets 1,000 yard stare. His head cocks to the side. Um, and
Can I roll Arcana see if I have any idea what the fuck's going on here?
no. And he kind of like pops back into reality and blinks and shakes his head. He's like, he says that if I'm safe, then that'll be fine. But he's gonna come and watch over me, so to not try anything funny, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Out of character, I think I know what that means, and I'm kind of insulted.
It means he's watching
Not
you.
by
That's what it means. It means he's gonna
I
be
am
guarding his child, and you better not
yeah I
fuck
am
it up because he's got his eye on you now.
like I am slightly worried about the spear that Paeula has.
I mean,
Are you worried because there's apparently a druid out here?
Hello, yes,
No,
sir.
I'm worried because there's likely a Fey creature, and that thing is a bit of a like, hey Fey, listen to me, cunt.
it's advantage on persuasion checks. It's not
I
like a
know.
charm effect.
I said I was being hyperbolic.
Yes, I'm hearing
Now, how
you.
about that? Now, how about we go to the inn and treat you to a proper meal?
Okay.
Ah, shit. Close.
Um. And he kind of like goes blank for a little while and goes, okay. And he gleefully skips out the guard station toward the inn.
I follow, and I say to Orion, and as we're walking, I keep him in like in line of sight, but like a bit further back, so he may not be able to hear me. Is that something I can do?
Sure.
Like, I'll say out of earshot, but still in line of sight. And I whisper to Orion the description of his friend that he gave me.
That doesn't sound normal. Are we sure we wanna?
It's
I wanna make
clearly
sure the kid isn't in
I
earshot.
was,
Sure, we really wanna.
it's clearly a spirit, and a kid like him, he's not big enough to
Well,
protect
how's the
himself.
spirit? Do we really know that the spirit is completely divine? I mean, the kid hasn't been exactly well kept care of.
Let me answer your question with a question. Do you think a kid like him would be able to survive in the swamp for as long as he has otherwise?
He's begging on the streets. I don't know how he's managed to get this far,
From what
but
he's told me, this
obviously
is
that
one of
spirit likes him or something.
from what
Not
he's
keeping care of him.
from what he's told me, spirit protects him from things in the swamp, and he's only ever been in the town maybe twice.
And our parents protected us for however long. I mean, yes, it's parenting over, but it's doing a terrible job.
How old is he? Out of curiosity.
Um, It's hard to tell because he doesn't know his own age. He looks to be
How old does he look?
around. He looks to be around 10, 11, like somewhere almost a teenager, but not quite.
He's nearly 11. He looks to be nearly 11, 12 years old. Unless something was keeping him safe. I don't know much about that swamp, but I know at least the mountains. No child would survive like that on their own.
Then how? Okay, what happened to his parents? Do we know?
He doesn't either. I'm not saying it's the best idea, but
But,
I'm saying it's the
but
only option we
I'm
have.
just concerned that this spirit, whatever, are we really just giving it from one slaver to someone who's going to just keep him locked up and then let him roam the streets free? Like, I don't know what the spirit can do for the child. I really don't.
I think
I
that's
don't know what
an
Um,
oxymoron
the
there.
thing doesn't
Keeping him
sound.
locked up and
I
then
have
roaming free,
curiosity.
like a fucking
Does it
free range chicken.
does it seem like I'm asking Ryan and I'm why because asking Jim. Does it seem like a kid like this should be able to survive in a swamp like at all without something protecting him?
He
Protecting him.
survived for this long.
No, but being protected and being taken care of
He's
is two different
he's
things.
mentioned that he has a friend who is fairly powerful. He's mentioned that he knows magic. He's mentioned that this friend is in fact a friend and not a captor. And he's mentioned that he's been with this friend for a long time now. So take from that what you will.
This is Captain Planet as a child.
From
If only.
get to the end, if I can get him into a room, I'm gonna ask to see what kind of magic he can do, just to see if it's anything similar to my kind.
You promise you won't get mad?
If we're in I wait till like we're in an in room, and not like in a like. This is probably will be after like a meal or anything like that. Just make sure. It's just like a later thing. So I do treat this kid like a fucking king's feast if I can afford it.
Okay. I can try. He's like, well, I
And
do know this one that kind of helps with getting away from like crocodiles and stuff. And he takes his fingers and he runs them along the side of his neck, and he grows gills on his neck, and then he has webbing in between his hands and toes.
I'm gonna guess that's alter self.
Make an Arcana check to see if Grisha knows.
I think I do.
Yes, giant folks sometimes alter themselves. I don't know. No, you've seen this before when it comes to your travels.
Yeah, and I probably could
Sometimes
have
when
also heard
the
stories.
sometimes when the Inquisition would like audit your tribe, they would alter themselves to be more suited to the cold. This is similar magic to that, except it's adapting himself to water.
Interesting. Well, I believe the term that I heard a merchant say is a tit for tat, and I show off dancing lights.
Whoa, that's really cool. That's like the swamp lights.
Oh god, is this man talking about Will of the Wisp?
Sometimes there's these lights in the swamp, and they like dance around, and I don't know what they are, but they're pretty cool.
They're terrifying.
Uh, I've already shown you some of the other things I can do. I help. To fix that bump on your head.
There's a bump on my head.
The man who put you in the cage.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly. And you've also seen what I did with the pearl. Anything
Well,
else
I
you
don't
can
really
do?
need a pearl to cast my shit. This is pretty cool. I like doing this. Um, I've got one that I probably shouldn't do inside.
Can you
Here.
just?
He goes over to the
Well,
window. He opens the window and
wait,
takes
no, no,
his
no, hold on.
what?
Remember, if you, what time of day is this for? Day is this?
It's like late afternoon, so like 4 o'clock.
But there's some people walking around that can see him doing this.
The window opens into an alleyway. You perhaps, if it's something
I'll
that's
check.
big, but
Is it?
you don't know
Two
what he's
questions
about to
before you
do.
that. Two questions before you do that, just to make sure. Is it big? Is it loud?
It's wide.
Does it damage things? Because while I'm perfectly fine with your magic, the people here aren't necessarily in the same mindset.
I mean, probably. I use it to scare off crocodiles all the time.
Describe it to me before you do it.
So I make this really hot fire come out of my hands, and I spray the crocodile with it, and then they go away.
Oh.
Oh,
Free in the burning hands.
I'm assuming I don't need to do anything special for burning hand.
It's not burning hands.
Is it scorching ray?
He's like, hold on, I got it.
Burning
And he,
hands.
Ozingar Scorcher, oh no!
No, he snaps his fingers,
Oh.
and a blade of fire appears in his hand.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
What
He's
is
a
it?
druid.
Concerned for a second. I was like, whoa. If it's not Scorcher, is it Fireball? Because if so, oh
Yes,
no.
he's just gonna fireball the neighboring fucking town.
Oh god.
No,
I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if I know the fuck this is.
go for it. I'm gonna say
No.
roll a disadvantage because you're not used to druidic magic.
I mean, okay.
You get to roll again.
This boy's a,
Okay, that works.
this boy's a druid and a half.
I mean, in
Listen.
character, I don't know what that is.
No, out of character, it's flame blade.
In-
Ozingar's
In
alright.
character, you're like, whoa, that's pretty
no,
fucking
in
cool.
I mean, I don't care. I don't know what that is either.
Here's a question: Do bards
Flame
know?
blade.
Do bards know Shadow Blade as part of their repertoire?
I
Shadow
think
blade?
they do. I think that's in the Bard spell list.
I think it's exclusive. If it is in the Bard spell list, I think it's exclusively for College of Swords.
I'll look it up.
I'm gonna.
Bards
I
don't
have-
have exclusive spells. Give me a second. I'll double check. Shadow spell's a second level, right?
Second level, yeah. Bard spells. Second level.
It is for Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, and then Eldritch Knight and Arcane Trickster.
There you go.
Ah.
So, no, you do not know what Shadow Blade is, so you have nothing really to compare it to.
I do think I get Green Flame Blade.
It's not the same. It's imbuing a weapon with fire instead of creating one out of
Flame
fire.
Blade is also Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
get Booming Blade either, which is, guess what? Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
I think I have that heat metal.
You're not used to conjuring weapons from thin air. That's not something you're usually used to, unless you got like Cloud of Daggers. But even then, that's like more like shards of glass, less like weapons.
I mean, I could have Cloud Daggers. It's in the list.
But you don't know it yourself, so. Okay, well there you go. So you're like, oh, cool, Fireblade. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
I'm assuming no stories are saying similar to this at all.
No, the closest thing you can compare it to is Crimson Right.
Is who?
Crimson Right.
Ah.
Rite of the Flame, whatever it's called. Even that's not quite the same thing. And then he, so as he's holding out this blade of fire, he like turns it in his hand a little bit and then poofs it away.
That's really
We'll take you home in the morning, but we need a rest before we head out.
Oh yeah, you two were also saying this. So, I'm assuming you've already eaten dinner.
No. How long would it take for Kenrick to walk around?
Alright, then I'm gonna if we haven't eaten yet, I'm gonna take this kid down to the tavern, and I'm going to basically feed him until he cannot eat anymore.
Okay. It's very hard to do because he eats a lot. He's used to
Sorry,
taking
I'm
as
back.
much as he can whenever he can. Paeula, your companions are back at the tavern. I'm assuming you've been hanging out by the cart this whole time.
Yep,
But they've
just-
brought
yep.
with them a small half-elf child with messy brown hair, dirty skin, ragged clothes that are too big for him, and like pale skin.
Still taller than you.
And he's been casting magic, so that's been fun.
Not in the main tavern. We were in a room.
No, in your room. I'm assuming Paeula's with you guys. And now they're feeding the child. And I'm
by the way,
assuming also that
when
you
I was
filled in
talking
Paeula.
to him,
What the fuck did you knock down?
By the way,
Jesus.
when we were in the room, I was speaking entirely in Primordial the entire time,
There you go.
and so was he. So
I knew I was
Everyone's
gonna
looking
regret
very
not fucking
confused.
taking primordial for my language. God damn it.
Okay. So with Aboy rescued more or less, and with your night coming to a close, we are going to end the session there. Twas a good one. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened
Hey.
in this episode. Confirmation that dinosaurs exist happened. Fucking
Die way. Yeah.
there's
Yep.
a kid with a
Fucking
Fey friend
Charizard,
in
your
in the
asshole.
thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
a kid whose dad
who
is a
can
Lushan.
who can cast magic and who only speaks primordial and esoteric languages. So that was fun. I like Aboy. He's a holdover from the old campaign, from the
Cowboy's
Pathfinder
great.
version of this.
I like Cowboy.
I'm gonna take a wild fucking guess and say no level 5.
No, not yet. Next session
Yeah.
for sure. Next session you will get to Idras, and by the time you get to Idras, you'll be level 5 at the end of the session. So wait till
Hey.
next time, and then you can level up.
Oh, I get to friggin' choose what I get for my third invocation. That's gonna be fun.
There you go. So with that, I'm gonna end the recording off. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for playing. We'll see you guys next week. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.